Man, I hate working a 9 to 5. I need something fun to do.
Look out!
Eh?
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Decent waves potential. Double sequence. Please stop. Please. Oh, I'm calling the FBI. That's bullshit. Run! 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 We did it. I've come so close. No! I was not going to discard those 3. What? No! No way! No, you're kidding me, bro! Ah!
Welcome back to Mahjong Saturday.
Friday. It's Friday today. Okay, hello everyone. Happy Friday. Friday because I couldn't do Saturday, couldn't do tomorrow since I'm going on another trip, another event, Mahjong event. Hello everyone, how you doing? Hope you have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. Morning for me. My groggy morning voice gone. Yeah. What character should I play today? I didn't even like really think about it. Have I played Leia? I don't think I have actually since the update. I haven't get to see her new voice line since the update. What's up, AD? How you doing? I did also get the thing. I got the new tile set. The new tile face. This thing. I guess I'll try it. I'll try it once. I'm probably not going to keep it because I just think having the default tile face is like for the best in terms of like, you know, having people understand what they're looking at. And also, you know, like as a like content creator, like switching back between like different tile faces is probably not a good idea. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, well, it might be cool though. There's the funny thing where all the Sozu are blue for some reason. So yeah, so you have to in your mind erase all green and replace it with all blue. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, anyway, today, like, okay, so we have a problem, of course. It's in the thumbnail if you're on YouTube. Yeah, 526. I lose over 200, like 225-ish, on a loss. So if I get 2/4 without a single second or first, it'll be over. And even if I get 1 second and 2/4, then I'm gonna be like in range where even a bad third could get me. So, I gotta be really careful. I gotta like actually play, like, you know, I gotta actually focus and actually concentrate. And actually, like, you know, apply all the things that I know I can do, you know, but sometimes I forget, or sometimes I like, you know, I just go with emotions. Thanks for the wishes in the chat. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the prayers out there for Flo. If I can get 1 sumo, you know, that could be it. All right, 2 saints also. What am I looking at, bro? This is a terrible idea. This is such an important game. I can't even read the tiles. All right. All right, that's Higashi. That's east. Okay. Yeah, go great start so far. I'm watching, so you're gonna fill all your conscience and penchants. I hope so. Pon. We have 2 Dora, so we'll take this. What's up, everyone? Just joining us as well. Tenhote, I see you. Oh no, not the goldfish. I saw you in the waiting room. Mario, what's up? I know I could do it. Just need to like fold to, dealer Riichi when I'm in Ishanten. That's a pretty simple principle to follow. Among other things. Just like don't ever like push a double Musuji unless I have Tenpai. Things like that, boring things are just like, yeah. I kind of unlearned some of this so that I can actually win when I'm behind. Especially like, or like in a tournament setting when I need like as many points as possible. And I just have to relearn it again. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Also, also play viewer battles where like literally the only thing I care about is first. Okay, so I'll do this one. The chance of this becoming a flush, not terribly high. Unfortunate, got that one. But I just like, I really want value, so I'm okay with having a double Dora here, and I'm okay with having a flush. Having this 6-9 weight on the Manzu is like a backup. Okay, I could also have yeah, the flush is on deck here. The 6-9 is actually not crazy good. It's 3 cut right now. But I'm also okay with just like cheating into Tenpai at this point. Cheating into Tenpai, then I'll wait on the 1 and 3. Probably. It's actually pretty thin there too. 3 and 6 might be better. And then if I get the 7, I can discard it too. Yeah, I'll go with that. Ooh, okay, that's Tenpai. It's Tenpai, but... Do I go for it? With the 7s out? Maybe not. But also, there's 4 tiles. Only 4 tiles left, so... I could see it being either way. Wait, what happened? What happened with my chat? Oh, God. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. I found the shape where I can accept both Dora. Still keep the 7-8 mon for Tenpai. The nice thing about this is that if the 9 mon is very likely to come out. I really could have gotten that flush though. It's fine. Is YouTube chat really dead? Whoa. Oh, wrong. Oh, YouTube chat's back. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, I mean, it's showing. I could see you guys. You're on the stream. And, I don't have many drop frames. Nothing like last time. Gives you errors when you try to send message. Yeah, I think it was just like a YouTube glitch. Yeah. Cause like my streamer bot also disconnected a little bit from YouTube for some reason. But yeah, anyway, there's a fine line here that I was kind of teetering on the edge of that, or like playing for the highest probability of like, you know, not being last, you know, avoiding last at all costs is not necessarily the best way to prevent you from ever losing points, because you have to treat fourths as like an inevitability. It will happen. At some point, I will get fourth. Hopefully it's not today, but at some point it will happen. At some point, I'm going to lose a big chunk of points, right? There's nothing I could do about that. So the best thing I could do, besides, minimize my fourths as much as possible, is also maximize the points I get via, getting as many seconds and firsts as possible along the way. Because otherwise, I'm not going to make up for those, horrible games where there's nothing I could do. And I'm just like, I just like lose every Riichi duel and deal in a bunch. I'll do the 9 first, and then the 7. Keeping the door here. Ooh. Didn't even really occur to me that that could have been Honitsu. For me, it's always about streaks. I would get 19 games to fourth, and then every game I think, oh yeah, the losing streak is coming, and then it comes, yeah. I'm okay with just going on normal-ish hand here. I'm the dealer. You be paying attention. I am the dealer now, so the East is a lot more value for me. Yeah, the flush is there too. I'll definitely keep the East for sure for a while, and maybe I'll keep the West over like any terminal. But the 4 is also connected to Adora, so I don't want to get rid of that just yet. That said, here maybe. I think if our shapes are like this good, then sure. At this point, I'm okay with like waiting on an 8 or getting rid of it, and we're rewarded by it. We discard this 8 now. We got a new pair over here, the West. Yeah, the new achievement awards. Super glad they added those for free to play, folks. Yeah, me too. It's very nice, very nice. And they give a lot of stuff like via events and stuff, but for those of us that have played like long enough to like have those achievements, it is really nice. Guess I'll have this. Discard the 3. The 3 is more dangerous than the East. And also the East could still benefit me a lot. And I was thinking of like, well, I could also get Itsu, and that could I could benefit from that too. But I don't know if the chance of me getting Itsu is very high. Anyway. So we'll go with this one. Serves multi-purpose. We'll pawn into Tenpai immediately, even if it's the West. I think. Ooh. We'll wait on that for a bit. Okay, we'll pawn. And then, what weight do I want? If I pawn the reds, I can either get rid of the 2, or I can get rid of the 5, or the 9. Essentially, those are my options. I can keep the same way with the 4-7, or I can change to a 5-8. I think I'll just change to 4-7. Okay, I guess that's not happening. Con. Got an extra Dora. This is really nice now. 16, 22. This is 50 fu. 50 fu, so it's 9,600 ron. Or let's see, what was it? 3,200 all. Pretty good, pretty good. Might not even be worth it to pawn anymore. But there's also a Hanuman if I wait on the 5 and I get the Akka. What to do? It is more points, but not by a lot. Not by a lot, indeed. I think either is fine. I don't think it's a big deal. Maybe it's not worth pawning over. Hold on. 9,600. Hey, watch that food count. Watch that food count. Bam. All right. Not too bad. I figured he had a pretty good hand, too. Pretty good flush hand somewhere. Double East as well. This is, okay, it's looking good. It's looking good. Just need to make sure I don't, like, fucking botch it like last time. East over here. Feel like you just released a short about getting baited by Hanuman. Yeah, getting baited by my own Hanuman. Yeah. I played that game a couple months ago. Pon. That was during my hiatus. I played like a couple games like off stream. Whenever I had time. So it wasn't that often, but yeah, just like a quick game or two. So you'd think, you know, if I'm playing like off stream, you'd think I play a little bit better than that, but what can you do? You know, mistakes happen. You get into some stressful situations. By the way, I won that game. I still won that game. That was real funny. I actually, I don't know how. I don't remember how, but I did win. Don't ask me why or how. Even after like not winning that hand. Yeah, I mean, this is, I think this is it. Tumon, wait on the Tumon. More innocuous than the 4. And it does come out. This is actually enough to win. Alright. Nice start. Nice start. So we're already out of range to lose via 2/4. To lose a star. 151 points though. I need like 2 firsts, bro, to make up for 2 firsts and like, or like 1 first and 2 seconds or something to like make up for like losing 1/4. Yeah. We got this though. It's all because of you guys. It's all because you've been cheering me on in the background. Really appreciate it. That was one game. Here's another. That was a Saint rank too. It's a tough one for him. Tudora. Not too bad. There's an Itsu chance, but we're not going to really pay attention to that. Unless maybe we get like a 2 so. Even then, not really a great Yaku to like really plan for or like commit yourself to, rather. Yeah, I don't know if the what to do here. So I'll do this one. Keep some honor tiles. I think honor tiles can help this hand a lot. I don't know if the green dragon here, the green dragon mat is like the best fit for the blue Sozu that I have. I might need I might need like a different combo. All right, we got Itsu though, Itsu-ish shape. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, let's do it. It has 2 Dora, so... And I don't think, like, we're gonna win this, to be honest, unless we call. Like, I have no other good shapes in my hand. Throw the 9, it's fine. It's next to the Dora. Like, I'm going to keep the Dora no matter what. I'm not gonna go, like, Chanto or something. That'd be insane. 3-pin is still safe against this guy. Green and blue are the same thing in Japan. In Japanese, I mean, sure, yeah. Sure. But they, you know, you can still recognize it as different colors. It's not like they're green-blue colorblind. And, well, also with the asterisk that, you know, in Japanese, ao, or aoi, you know, to describe blue things, can also be used to describe green things. I don't think the same can be used for the word midori, which is a word specifically to mean green. But yeah. All for all of you guys that, you know, the low-level weebs out there that don't know enough Japanese. We're gonna chi. We're gonna do it. We have 2 Doras still. Oof. I was gonna say, like, there is a chance I could fold still with, like, a 5-mon. It's not grateful, because it's only against one person. Forso, I think, is good against both of them. I had 3 Dora. Oh, yeah, I drew an Akka. Yeah, you're right. Nice catch there. This is the East. Pon. Yeah, keep discarding Sozu so that, in this case, since we discarded Sozu in the first turn, let's continue to discard Sozu to give as little information of our hand as possible. That, like, you know, they could think we're going for a flush, but, for a little while, they might not know which flush we're going for. Luckily, also, this hand, even if they think it could be a flush, it could also just be a normal hand at this point. It could just be a regular fast hand. Until they see me discard some honor tiles after these, like, important-looking tiles. Then it's like, okay, yeah, you definitely have a flush. Or Toy Toy, yeah. Toy Toy is really sneaky. Chi. Reveal our hand here. We got a Dora. We got a Yakuhai. This is our best combination here. You definitely want to have this when you're going for a half flush Honitsu. Have a Dora and have a Yakuhai, one of the valuable triplets, so that you can get a 4-Han hand when you get an open Honitsu. Open Honitsu is 2-Han. And this is another. Okay. Excellent. So if I draw this, wait, this is 4. Yeah, if I draw this, this is actually just a real Mangan. I'm gonna get that extra 100 points, baby. No Kantan. Yeah. Yeah, you mean the 5-6-mon weight? If I get the 6, pulling the 2. Yeah. I see that. Toy Toy, if you squint really hard, ignore the chi. I wish this was Toy Toy. It'd be a Hanuman to, you know, this early would be really nice. I'd be like, yeah, I guess I don't have to play the rest of the game. And I could still get guaranteed, like, second. At, you know, high probability like at first as well. Sumo. 2,000, 4,000. Alright. This is what I wanted to see. My luck had to turn up eventually, you know. I feel like it's been pretty bad, you know, lately. Alright, we're not gonna do all the news nonsense. I'm sorry. The double east is too strong when I'm the east seed. So yeah, we're going to play this normal. Hopefully I don't get cursed by not doing news. Like, you have to understand, man. See the east. I wouldn't have had the east. I literally wouldn't have had the east. I would have been a turn short. If I went news. It's too much, man. Do south. Sure. South is fine. Ooh, maybe I could have pawned that, actually. I think pawn would have been good there. Yeah. I don't know what kind of flush this is. It might not be a flush, actually. But it could be Sozu. Sure. Or it could just be Dora. Or it could be nothing. That also works. We're gonna go on ahead though. We'll cheat pretty much anything now. The 6 is like unfortunate. It would be really unfortunate to cheat a 6, so maybe not that one. Yeah, this is all no Sozu cuts, so Sozu's looking more and more dangerous. Let's cut it now. Nice timing with the pawn anyway. Hopefully you don't need this. And hopefully I can get this Devil East so I can get a Mangan. Actually, if I get the Double East, then this is a Honitsu, actually. This is my only pair anyway. So I have to find another pair. It's going to be around here in the Manzu. Yeah. So this doesn't really look like Honitsu anymore. Which also means the 4 and 6 could be dangerous if I end up discarding that. Oh well, if that does happen. We'll cheat anything now. Or we could just have Tenpai. I'm okay with that too. It's tough here, because if I pawn the east, then my weight is a lot worse, but I do get a much better value. This is 2 Dora, and it also could be Sanshoku, so I gotta watch out for that one. At least a little bit. My weight is not very good. I think, yeah, I think at some point I might fold with a 9-8-7. Then I could still get back into Tenpai if I pawn and then like pair up a 7 or something. Okay, the 7-8-9 is all just safe anyway. We'll push. I am still the dealer. $2,900. That's decent enough for dealer. Yeah, there's no way I'm discarding that Suji. If I got the 6, it would have been like, alright, well, you know, it was nice while it lasted. Oh, well, actually, I could discard the 9 then. The 6 and 9 are interchangeable. Alright, that was good, that was good. That was like best case scenario besides me winning. Or so second best scenario. Yeah. I was looking over like some like newer player streams on Twitch lately. And I'm like kind of reminded that like, yeah, this game is like super hard. This game is really hard, and definitely one of the lessons you have to learn eventually, but like won't be like that clear for you in the beginning. Is like you could play for like multiple different objectives. You could play for to get second or third or first. And those are all going to be like very different. You could play like very distinctly from with all three of those in mind. And if you don't like realize that, you might not even realize just and we're not gonna pawn. You might not even realize just how much you're like pigeonholing yourself into like into a very specific strategy. And then like once you like limit yourself like that, then it also becomes like easy to blame luck, because the exact tiles you want aren't really coming to you. Yeah, you're starting to understand how deep you are into this game, Tenhonte. Yeah, I mean, even just like a year or two, you start to understand that. Reach. So there is like a nice Suji trap. Also nice Ryatman upgrade miss. Oof. Alright. But I'll be here. Still got a chance here. Scarring a Dora. Maybe you don't have any Dora. Copium. But yeah, I was only considering to like not Riichi, because I did see that there were a bunch of upgrades still. Like the 4-mon was Tanyao. Well, not exactly. It would only be Tanya if I got rid of the 1-2. But the 5-mon was Dora. I could connect to that. I can connect to the 5. So, but it just like wasn't that many. There weren't that many possible upgrades. So there weren't that many possible upgrades, and I do want to like get rid of this dealer for sure. Yeah, so yeah, I have experience as a teacher, but also like specifically like in addition to that, I've also just like taught people how to play like board games in general that were like kind of on the complicated side and like niche, like that I didn't expect anyone to like really have any kind of background for. So that definitely helped me when like teaching like mahjong to like random people, random friends and stuff. There's a lot of intuitive stuff. Yeah. At least for like a beginner. I guess that's the most experience I have. Like teaching people mahjong is like teaching people from like knowing nothing to knowing like something, which is different from teaching people, like about Suji or whatever. That could be fun though. Why would you do such a thing? Teach the people from mahjong, I know, right? It's just to get people to suffer with us, there's strength in numbers or something. I don't know. It's like if we had to go through this, now you have to. We just like share the curse that we have with the people around us. Bad teacher, because at some point get frustrated when people just can't understand. Yeah, yeah. That frustration is really understandable, and working through that can be like, you know, very difficult from person to person. I've just like come to I definitely I was less good at it when I was younger, but over time I've just like, you know, I've gotten to I've come to expect that people just don't understand the way I understand things. And so I've just grown like a natural like patience with other people when it comes to anything. Like not just mahjong, you know, not just math or like whatever subject I'm teaching, but like whatever, you know. I'm not gonna bat an eye if you like say something like weird or off-putting or something that doesn't feel like it makes sense. I might bat a little bit of an eye, but I'll be like, okay, well, we can work with this still. 2-pin, 1-pin, 3-pin is like really thin now. Still keep the east just in case I get it, because that'll save this hand for sure. But more than likely, this is just a fold. So I should be prepared for that. There's no way I can really make this hand work anymore. Local university club just started with new semester and we have like 20 new people. Wow. You know, Riichi Mahjong club? That's crazy. I would have loved to go to college like around this time. I do see a lot of like college students like in the different, you know, mahjong places in New York. Yeah, sometimes I can't really tell who's a student and who's not. I mean, also people would have a hard time telling whether I was a student or was not. So it's like yeah, are you in school? Like, yeah, technically, I'm a teacher. I'm in a school. Yes. Well, that happens to me a lot, just in general. It's also pretty different depending on how invested the person you're teaching is. Absolutely. Absolutely. My friends are casual players that don't really want to read strategy books on it. Yeah, so I've also had this like, because I play fighting games, so, you know, naturally, like, the subject of me teaching my friends fighting games comes up from, like, one side or another. It's like, yeah, a new fighting game comes out, just like, yeah, I want to play it, you gotta teach me. I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. But, like, how much are they willing to invest in this? How much do they actually care? Like, for me to teach them? That's, yeah. It was an adventure. I remember like that was kind of like how I kind of made friends with, like, you know, my high school group. Play it safe. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. If we get the 8, I'll cut the west. I'm glad I'm still making moves like that. That I'm still willing to, like, make a risk. Even if it's like a small risk like this. I don't want to lose that fire. But yeah, well, now it's probably going to be a fold. I'm still willing to push the Dora. I still am. It's just like, not with this, yeah. Yeah, 2, 3, 4. The 4 is not safe. Hey, another door, okay. But yeah, like, so, you know, I think it'd be kind of misguided, right? I think we could all agree that if you end up in the situation where you're teaching someone and like you don't want to go overboard with it, you don't want to give them like so much shit that like it's overwhelming, and they'll know better than you what they can handle, right? So you gotta trust someone when they like push back a little bit on like learning something. Like if they don't want to learn it, they just don't want to learn it, you know? You kidding me, bro? Okay, I have 3 of them. I don't know what a better option was there. I think that was legit my best one. But yeah, so like, you know, when I'm teaching like, you know, people to start, like random people, I don't teach that, you know, that's partially why I don't teach them all the rules, you know. I'm not, you know, I'll be like kind of like specific about like, you know, how the table should be like arranged and like how things should be drawn. If someone makes a mistake, I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. Like sometimes we've literally drawn the wall, you know, backwards. You know, that happens if you play enough Mahjong in real life, that could happen. You know, just like no one even notices that we're all drawing the wrong way. You know, that only people only notice when they're actually like everyone's an experienced Mahjong player, or at least like 2 people are. You know, so like the mistake could be corrected. But you know, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal if it happens. It's like, so what? You know, you're drawing from the bottom of the deck instead of the top of the deck. It's still like mostly random. Unless you have some very specific friends. Yeah, you draw counterclockwise, but the high pie is drawn clockwise. Oh yeah, so like they draw from the dead wall. I wasn't even thinking of that. Yeah, because I set up the dead wall. Well, sometimes I feel it out. Like, sometimes I'm like, yeah, we could play with Dora. Like I could introduce the concept of Dora. It's not that big of a deal. And then sometimes I'm like, you know what? These guys are like kind of drunk or whatever. You know, they just want like a nice quick game, nice like quick you know, fun, like trying out this like weird Chinese game. So yeah, sure, I'll just play it cool. I'm folding, by the way. This is not very good. I don't want to discard this Dora at all. But maybe like I can like safely go into like 7 pairs or something. 7 so passed last turn. He could still be waiting on this 7 so, but seven so. Other than that, 2 so is perfectly safe. If I'm like committed to folding, which I might be at this point, cut the West. Yeah, I don't think even like pushing with the cheat toy is good here. Yeah, discipline, man, discipline. Yeah, that's what that is. This hand sucks. Look at that garbage. What's the chances he's waiting on a West? But also, I don't want to deal into the Honitsu. Oh wait, the South was perfectly safe. Fuck, I missed that one. I'm so bad at Mahjong. Okay. I guess I could have just thrown this out the West again. Oh, yep. Well, not me. Not me. Hey, defense, guys. Defense. Oh, that's a Hanuman. Damn. All right. Well, Guess who's still in second? And actually, I'm closer to first than ever before. That's crazy. That's a Dora. Cut the one, I guess. Yeah. Topical, since I did say that I'm that last stream I was interested in opening a Medify, like for coaching for Mahjong Soul. So might have to end up dealing with a lot of that. A lot of the stuff we're talking about. But I'm used to it, I'm a teacher / tutor by trade. Yeah. I think there's one other thing, like with Mahjong. Like if you have like there's the real-time element to Mahjong, Need fresh silver room meat. But yeah, there's so you don't really feel it if you play online, but if you play on a table, right? Like if you don't pawn or roll or call a tile, fast enough before the next tile is played, then you're not supposed to be able to retroactively call on it. You can't call on a tile that has already been played and we've moved on. Wow, I can't believe I got this hand. That's insane. the Akka of all things. Okay, I guess we were meant to win, bro. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so I remember this happening with well, it happens all the time, but there was a point when I was teaching elementary school children, just a bunch of some of the students that I had at my old school, for an hour or so, not even an hour. Oh, hey, Leaks. Thanks for subscribing to the channel on Twitch. I really appreciate it. Hey. Yeah. I was teaching these kids and, they... I don't know if it was just that they weren't paying attention, but, I was... At least I was available to, look around, as they were playing, I was looking at all their hands and or it might have been open hands. Yeah, they might have been playing with open hands. I forget. But yeah, I knew this person was in Tenpai, and I knew they were they were looking for one extra tile, right? I knew the tile that they were looking at, and I was waiting for them to to call it, to point at it, or not even call roam, but just acknowledge that the tile was on the board, and then they could grab it. See their excitement. And then when I saw them not do that, I saw the tile came out and they didn't call the tile. They were just I don't know, their mind was somewhere else. And so I once the next turn happened and another tile was discarded, I playfully pointed out, wait a minute, isn't that the tile that you needed right there? It's oh yeah, that's it. It's did I win? Can I win? It was oh no. And then I explained to them, it's oh yeah, you can't win. You have to call right away when you see it. You can't just wait. You can't just have the next turn go on. You have to call Ron. You have to say Ron, or just say, hey, that's my tile, right when it shows up on the board. And, of course they were oh, come on, just cut me some slack. And, but then I was it's oh, yes, this is your first time. We'll give you the win. Just yeah, just say the magic word. There's ways to acknowledge the rules without really punishing people, you know, for like not like following those expectations, you know, just acknowledging them, you know, acknowledging that the rule exists at all, you know, is I think better than not in a lot of cases, especially when you know, it doesn't detract from the experience. Anyway, I don't have an 8 so anymore, so let's get rid of this. Hey, Nano with a 9-month membership on YouTube. Thank you so much. 9 months, man. 9 months since I opened up YouTube memberships. It's crazy. It's crazy, guys. We're gonna like hit a year at some point. I gotta be careful with this. 3SO is still open. It's still live. And I wouldn't even have Ishanten. So the Pinsu looks a lot more feasible here. We'll cut that first. We're not gonna win this hand. Most likely. So yeah, I'll just cut the Dora. Anyway, hello, anyone just joining us? Fluffy Nelson, Acid Rain, I see you. Hi from Japan, konnichiwa. Have to learn more and more players of this game. Yeah. I drop in some Japanese streams sometimes. Sometimes it depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I act like I'm just like a normal Japanese viewer or listener. I like type in Japanese and all that. I just like say just like some basic Japanese phrases. Sometimes they actually get mentioned. I'm like, oh my god, I'm a real guy. I'm a real Japanese guy. Let's go. Sometimes I like play up the gaijin. sometimes I want them to know that hey, I'm from America and you have an international viewer, and like I don't know, I think that's like sometimes cool, you know, to see. So sometimes I'll type in Japanese like a Japanese word, but I'll say it in Romaji. You know, I'll use like the Roman alphabet, the Latin alphabet, you know. Or maybe I'll like mix in some English words in my Japanese. I think that's fun. Yeah. Man, I gotta brush up my Japanese eventually so I can communicate a little bit better. Okay, this is really funny because I have so many Dora that I just like actually can't use. So I can't use all 3 of these unless I want to discard like some set somewhere. So I'm gonna keep the efficiency and still keep the best chance for 3 Dora here. If I get the 4, then I cut the 3. If I get the 6, I cut the 7. This is a really nice, yeah, really nice shape. Oh, I also get this, which is like the worst possible scenario. But we'll still go for it. It's early enough, right? It's like average. Ooh. But how was I supposed to know? I guess I could have also... Another move was just like toss it back, toss the 7-pin back, and just like essentially just treat this like a Ryankan, where I get the 4 or the 6, or I get the pair. I could get the pair too. It just wouldn't be Tenpai. Okay, well, is this your card? No. There I go. There I go. Oof. All right, all right. We'll have to get those points next hand. Don't worry about it. The west is not the door. We'll throw it. Then the 9-so. Anyway, also thank you for anyone just like following the channel on Twitch. I see. Snarl Jim Cool. Bako Alma. A ghost or whatever. Sorry, hold on. A ghost is yeah, something like that. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for following. Yeah, appreciate it. I have to like look over at my like stream elements on my like third monitor. It's all the way over there. This is not a great hand. I think this is just the kind of hand where we have to like we probably have to pawn at some point and just concede that it's like not going to be a valuable hand. It's a little bit better actually now that I got the Aka. It's a lot better. I still have like all these different stray tiles though. This 3 is connected to the Dora. Got this Ardiamen here. Okay. This 3 is still connected to the Dora, but do I want to keep it? Yeah, let's keep it. With the 1-so's gone, it's not great to have like another pair anyway. Unfortunately, this could also happen though, where I could just like build off of. If I pawn, then we'll wait on the 4-7. But I can also just draw the Dora and then Riichi. Or I can be waiting on the Dora. That's also fine. Alright. It's fine. Just need a little bit of luck. Just a little bit. Dora Tanki, Dora Kanchan, I agree. Greater than Dora Kanchan. At least we get to wait on 4 of them. And also we have an Aka anyway, so this will be essentially a Mangan if we sumo. 7,700 on Ron, which I doubt will happen. Considering it is the Dora, they should be worried about it. This guy is willing to throw the Chun. I wonder if he was Mochi Mochi. Does he have the second one? No, that was just a push. Sakanasu. Yeah, sure. Might need to derive a different name from it though, since a lot of the actual tile names are derived from Mandarin. It's like the more like strategic, like Riichi Mahjong terms, like those are more Japanese. That's not too bad. One Mangan, baby. Then I'm back in it. Anyway, thank you for joining us, Allface, Portatil, and Rib Crib got into Gold Room last night thanks to your streamsless videos. No problem, man. No problem. Glad I could help. Get into gold, now you're playing real Mahjong, yeah. It's like, everyone has the basic strategies, now who could do the basic strategies the best? Mm-hmm. Let's see, one man. Don't mean to imply that, like, that if you're playing in silver or bronze, that's not also real Mahjong. It's just a different kind of Mahjong, I guess. A different kind of real Mahjong. Because there is that stigma that, like, that, like, you know, like, at some point, like, you're not actually playing the game. You're only playing the game if you are, like, this tall to ride or something. You know, if you've had this many games and, like, you're doing, you know, this and that, and, like, to an extent, you know, like, it's just that the game, like, changes and stuff. You know, it's like for fighting games, right? Like, was people kind of like idealized like fighting games kinda as like it's supposed to be like a mind game, you know, it's like psychological, and like sure there is this aspect to that. But then like downplay other aspects of it, like the executional, like the combos and like reactions and stuff. It's just like, oh yeah, that's not like the actual part of the fighting game. It's just like, actually, yeah, that is also, it is a part of the you know, all the stuff that makes a fighting game a fighting game. Or like StarCraft. Where like in StarCraft 1, it was like a real pain to like get your units all moving all at the same time, but like that was just kind of like part of the game, and like you could get better at that, and that could be like really fun, and like that could be part of your strategy and stuff. This is so bad. Wow. Am I actually going to fold here? I think that might be the play. Orman? Orman and deal into someone else. But if I deal into this person, at the very least, it means I'll have an easier time making a comeback as opposed to dealing to that person. It's just like unfortunate. Nice fold, yeah. Not really sure what oh, what is this? 7? Yikes. Not really sure what the play was, you know, if not that one. There was Suji. I know there was Suji 8mon. That was the other one I was looking at. I think I just gotta play this normally. I think I just gotta play this normally and just sumo something. Found Sinuses. How'd you make it? Yeah, you know, one thing you can also appreciate watching beginners, you know, play is that, you know, they can also try, and you know, they could try their best, and they're not making the best moves, but they're still trying their best. They're still playing the game, and you could see the ideas, you know, flowing through them. Like all the pattern recognition stuff, all the reasoning. And it won't be on the same level as someone with like 3 years of experience over them, but it'll be in the same kind of vein still. Just like it's just in different areas. Okay, we can pawn, and then we have nothing. This is oh man. Imagine if I had this. I guess I didn't believe. I didn't think this could have been This could have been Shoal Sushi for little wins. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, I mean, what can you do? You know, the worst part about this is that, if this guy deals into a Mongon, I still lose, because he has 100 points up on me. Ooh, that's a tough one. Oh my god. Oh my god. I wasn't creative enough. Still alive somehow. I can't. 234 Sanshoku with Dora? Wait a minute. But then I need another pair if I go open. It's still not enough. Ah, GG. Actually, maybe I could just... The 7-8 pin is like death. At this point. So I think I have to cut one of my, Okay, it's fine. I would have to cut one of my Yakuhai. Just, like, rely on the Sanshoku. Wasn't gonna happen. Alright, GG. GG. Alright, we're back. We're back again. Don't worry about it. We'll get those points. We'll get those points in a second. Let me just take a drink and then go on to Saturday halftime. I didn't forget about that, even though it's not Saturday. You know, it's been a while. It's been a while. You know, I wasn't feeling up to it yesterday. I mean, last week. Yesterday. Wasn't feeling up to it. And then also, we've had like a whole bunch of like days where like my internet was down. And also my, like I had to, you know, do 2 viewer battles in a row. So yeah, anyway, we're back. Yeah. Yeah, Friday halftime. Hello, everyone. Yeah, so, if you've never been here before, this is the segment of the show, the 2 Han Shot In, where we look at someone's, replay from one of the paid members, or subscribers in the chatters. And, let's see, is this the right one? No, that's not the right one. There it is. And we'll do Guess the Cut. We try to guess what all the tiles are going to be. So I could start tracking on YouTube and Twitch. I have that here, and do all this mumbo jumbo. And if I open this poll, then if you type in a tile, you should be able to have it be tracked. So why don't you do that now? Type in like 7mon or 3so or something, and see if our tracker will pick it up. If it doesn't, then I guess we'll just do something else. Yeah, 8p, 3p. Yep. Looks like they're coming in. Yeah, so yeah, by the way, yeah, since it's been a while, there have been not as many people like putting in replays for our halftime show. So if you are a paid member, you can like just go on the Discord and do that. You don't have to pick particular rounds for us to look at if you don't want to. We could just look at random rounds. That's also okay. And anyway, we do have one from IotaTurtle. This was like 2 months ago. So we're looking at Washizu, East 3, and East 4. Okay, so we got some interesting hands over here for East 1 and East 3 and East 4. Okay, sure. So we're just gonna look around and all right. So this is technically a move. Do we pawn? Do we pawn the south, or do we pass the south on turn 1? On turn 1, Ichihime has discarded a south. This is a gold room Hanchan, a gold room south game. Yes. Do we pawn? You could say skip. You could say pass. You could also say no pawn. Yeah. If you put a no in front of the pawn, that'll also be regarded as a pass. All right. So looks like we're all saying skip, and I say skip as well. I mean, I'm just gonna give everyone points because, like, there's no way this is happening. All right. Now that we're all warmed up, what's our first move here? What's our first cut? We have a 4-pin. It's been a while. It's been a while. Get in the mind of a gold player here. East is 1's cut, so, you know, it's kind of like tempting to cut the East. 9-pin, I think, would be the standard, you know? We always like to keep the Yakuhai tiles before the terminal tiles, so 9-pin. I think I'll go with a safe 9-pin as well. Looks like that's going to be the favorite of the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat. What's it going to be? 9-pin indeed. That's a point for all of us. Moving on. Maybe I should have, like, changed the tile face, because, like... Alright, polls open for the 6th soul. Ooh, yeah, so do we keep the extra 8? Do we keep the extra 8? You know, by the time, like, they're in, like, someone's in gold room, you'd expect them to be like, yeah, you know, the 8 is kind of redundant, but honestly, you'd be surprised, right? You'd be surprised, like, how many people would still keep this 8. Wow, and actually we have no one. We have no one saying the 8 right now. We have everyone saying East or South. East or South? South? The South is not a Yakuhai indeed. I'm actually going to say the 8. I'm going to say the 8 because, I don't know, it looks bad. I don't like it. But that's a Jade player saying. What's the result? The result is indeed the East. So congratulations to Twitch chat getting on the board. 3 guesses correct. All right, we got to catch up, YouTube. Maybe this next one. Polls are open for the 4-pin. What's going to happen here? It's gold room. 8S is not cut. Yeah, true. They're gonna cut they're gonna follow through on the algorithm and cut the red here. If they're willing to cut the East. If we'll not and like keep the 8, I think they might just keep the 8 forever. So yeah, I'm gonna say red as well. I'm gonna say red this time. All right, what's it gonna be? And indeed, it's gonna be the red dragon. I think in general the better option is the 8. So keeping the red keeps our options for us to go to an open hand at some point. Okay, well. Now, do we get rid of this 8? Now? Do we get rid of it now? Huh. Or maybe we'll, like, consolidate one of this. I don't know. Like, simplify the shape. Get rid of the 4-pin. I don't know. We could also do that one. South? South, you say with the smiley face, Walderston Ben? It has to be the 8, right? The 4 doesn't really help us much, but, like, you know, it's gold, so we're gonna keep anything that looks like it could mildly help us, right? Right? Surely it's the 8. What's the verdict? Yes, it is indeed the 8. I'll give a point for everyone. Even though YouTube was actually kind of split on that, so I'm watching you, YouTube. Yeah. 1 mon. Now this is a tricky one. One more. Pulls are open. You could toss it back. You could also cut the 4. I think cutting the 4 is probably the best move. 4-pin for real this time, indeed. Yeah. It could be. First stream, actually, so this is also your first time playing Guess the Cut on stream. Hope you're having fun. Let's see. I think it's, I think I could get rid of the 4-pin, right? I think... Or... they could get rid of the South. That'd be funny. I'm gonna say 4-pin. Looks like we're actually split on the YouTube side and Twitch side. YouTube says 1 mon and Twitch says 4-pin. I'm gonna say 4-pin as well. What's it gonna be? Oh, YouTube, damn. All right, YouTube tying up with the 1 mon guess. Very nice. The 1 mon, so the 3 and 7 do cover the Dora. The 1 mon doesn't, so you could cut the 1 mon here. Oh, okay. Here's another one. All right, if we're gonna keep the extra Kanshan with the 1-3, do we actually keep the extra Ryanman with the 7-8, huh? Ryanman in, like, quotations. I mean, there's... Oh, fuck. I just clicked. I'm sorry. I Spoiler. Looks like everyone said 4P as well. Would anyone have guessed 3-mon? I wouldn't have guessed 3-mon. I don't think I would have guessed 3-mon. Yeah. Everyone's saying 4-pin. Well, how does this... If you don't care enough about the Akka, then sure, you're gonna... This is, like, the more efficient version of that. If you want to, like, go to Pinfu at some point, but, like, you're not gonna have Pinfu even, like, cause of this, unless you get, like, a 2-pin or something. So, yeah. My bad, everyone. I need, like, a different kind of, like, mouse click that will not progress the game, and I could still, like, click on stuff on the screen. I just gotta be careful. Hey, hello, 6-pin. 6-pin is up. You just toss it, right? I don't think there's no way, right? I think the South, I don't think it's great holding the South either. Rivers, yeah. We're trying to actually, but in this case, like, we're trying to guess, like, what the guy is actually gonna do. He's been keeping the South for a long time. I don't think they're gonna throw it at this point, right? They could throw it. It would just be like a double weight on the 5-pin here. Anyway, I'm gonna say 6-pin as well. What's the verdict? And 6-pin. So that's a point for Twitch and a point for me. All right, I'm catching up. Catching up, guys. Watch out. Watch your back. Here we go. 7-mon. Wow. That's a tricky one. That's a real tricky one. Oh. Oh yeah, a ghost. So you had Riichi and South in your says, so they both came up as a as a move. I think if they're willing to, I don't know. They could actually cut the Akka. They could. I don't think it'd be correct, like, at all, but they could. I think 7-mon is, like... I think 7-mon is fairly safe, right? What's it gonna be? 7-mon? Indeed, it's gonna be 7-mon again. Good for me. Okay, I did see someone actually say that in YouTube, so I'll give that to YouTube too, sure. I guess YouTube is just slightly behind. Make sure to refresh the pages. Uh-oh. And now we have a Riichi. We have a Riichi. What's our reaction to this Riichi, huh? What's a gold player reaction to this Riichi? Do we fold? Is this a folder? Gold players can be folders, but, like, the gold players that are also folders will tend to be, like, pretty good. They'll tend to be, like, moving on to, like, master rank into Jade Room. But yeah, sure. We could say South. I mean, like, realistically, what else do you play here? I'm not even sure. And the South isn't even that good of a tile. So I'm like, I think it's obvious enough that the move is South here. What's it gonna be? Of course, that's not what's gonna happen, though. Hey, it's Gold Room, guys. Come on. It's Gold Room. What are we thinking? That they were gonna fold? We could still win this hand. We got 3 Dora, bro. Count the Dora. Come on, guys. There's still life in us yet. 7 Mon. All right. Is the Suji safe? Is 7 Mon? Is the 7 Mon going to pass? Are we going to test the Suji in it at all? I think we do. I think we absolutely do. I think these are my opponents in Gold Room. Yeah, for real. South, please. South will not happen, Big Gar fan. You got to get in the mind of a Gold Room player. This is definitely 7 Mon. What? Oh my god. That was clutch. Oh my god. Clutch from Big Garf. It looks like a tie though between South and 8 Mon for YouTube, so I'll count that as half a point. We gave you half a point earlier, okay? It's not rigged. I'm just counting a different. I want to have fraction points on my screen. That's how we'll do it. That was clutch though, Big Garf. That was clutch. All right. Here we go. 8 Mon. So I guess they were like willing to test the waters with the double Musuji, and then once they saw that the 4-pin passed, they're like, yeah, 4-pin, yeah, 4-pin will pass, but 7 Mon Suji tile, no, Suji tile is like never safe, you know. Or maybe they don't even know that it's Suji. Maybe they don't. Anyway, there was also a 7 Mon here. There was also a 7 Mon call here. So I wonder, will it be the South? Probably. And indeed it is. So everyone's going to get a point there. Nice. This is not even Ishanten. This is like so freaking sad. Tuso coming up on the board. What's it going to be this time? Oh god. What is it? 8 Mon is safe though. Did they notice that the 8 Mon is safe? Also, the 7 Mon is safe. It could be either one. I don't know. The 8 Mon, the 7 Mon is harder to see, so I would think I would rate this as 8 Mon. So I'm gonna go against the curve here. I'm gonna say 8 Mon. That it's gonna be an 8 Mon cut. YouTube and Twitch say 7 Mon. What's it gonna be? There was one dude that said 1P. Congratulations, SSG. Also, yeah, what? Also, oh yeah, and Valdrick. Okay, Valdrick also. SSG was like barely off the cut. Okay, well, I don't understand it, but sure. It's Suji. It's Suji, sure. But like 8 Mon is completely safe. It was just discarded. That's the gold Tanya brain, you know. They're still like in their silver days. They haven't figured out like, you know, other hands yet. All right, maybe, I don't know. All right. East. Oh, actually, we want to go to East 4. That's what Iota said. So there is a repeat here. So hopefully, hopefully they didn't make a mistake and like wanted the repeat or something. But yeah. Where'd you find this game? Glad you asked. This is actually from a viewer. This is from someone who had a paid membership on YouTube or Twitch. So anyway, so if you want to send in replays for this purpose, you can also do that if you are a member. Anyway, yeah. 9-pin. What is this? This is just north, right? North or south. You know, flip a coin on this. Flip a coin. You know, it's not crazy. South, yeah. Big R, if I saw you. South indeed. South indeed is what happened, so I'm gonna give I guess I said north. I'll give a half point to Twitch and YouTube. And if we get a half point again for Twitch, that'll equal a full point for Twitch. Alright. I guess there was a pawn there, sure. All right. What's it going to be on the 4-pin? 4-pin on the board. Yeah, the message did say East 3 and East 4, but there were 2 East 3s. So I don't even know if we were looking at the right one. Maybe not. Who knows? Who knows? Grand Faroni. Thank you for following the jail, by the way. Appreciate it. Probably the north, right? Probably the north. Gold players know to throw the north. But also, 80 is reading that maybe this guy's likes to collect honors. Well, that's also possible. Alright. What's it going to be? I'm going to say north. It's also going to be the favorite of Twitch and YouTube. Indeed, that's what it is. So we all get a point there. And although 1-pin was also had some takers on YouTube, so there'll be half a point for YouTube. Okay. And here we go. 3 mon. What's the cut? Now we have to like make a decision. But yeah. The best one is 1-pin for sure. Because 1-pin is like 3 away from the 4-pin, so the 1-pin is redundant. So how much credit are we willing to give this guy? There are still gold players that like terminals more than honor tiles. I think I tended to like terminals more than honor tiles when I was playing in gold. So I would cut the 1-pin, and I'll just say 1-pin because of that, but we'll see. What's it going to be? It's going to be the West. Only one person said West. Yeah. Well, okay. I mean, it doesn't matter too much, but like, yeah, you want to keep your own wind, of course. It's a coin flip. Anyway, what's it gonna be? 7 so on the board. I think surely we cut. It's gonna be the white dragon. It's gonna be the white dragon. We cut the west before. We're gonna keep the 1 for some reason, and we're gonna cut the white, right? Yo, watch us get hit by the mix. Watch us get. watch the cross up over here getting us with the 1-pin cut right now after cutting the west. Maybe they only want to keep 1 honor tile, and they didn't want to have 2, but they also don't want to have the 1-pin. Sure. All right. What's it gonna be? I'm gonna say white. That's also YouTube's choice. And we're both right. Congratulations, YouTube. Hey, tying it up with Twitch, 10-10. More like 10.5 versus 10.5. Or like 9.5 versus 9.5. 7-pin on the board. What's it gonna be now? I like the 1-pin, right? Surely now it's the 1-pin, right? Surely. But also we have a lot of Pinzu, and maybe they're like, haha, Pinzu connects. Pinzu, yeah. 1-pin. You know, this is the Washizu role-playing, right? They're gonna keep the 1-pin. For sure. I don't know. Do they really, you know, is there Itsu here? Is there some Yaku I don't know about? If they keep the 9-mon, sure, that is SSK, but I'm gonna say 1-pin. It looks like Twitch and YouTube are 50-50 on this, so we'll see. All right, well, it was the 9-mon, so half of Twitch and half of YouTube get it, which means no one gets a point because I already gave you half a point. All right, good on you guys. If only I had the ability to split my vote and get half a point, then I'd be like, I'd be cruising. Yeah, let's just get rid of this Shah, right? Let's just get rid of the West. Unless everyone has any, like, better ideas. By the way, W is not a vote. You have to spell out West or Shah or something. Yeah. So you have to say the word. And that's because W is just like, you know, too common of a vote thing. It would be a letter. It's just a letter, you know. It's fine. We all think it's West, so I guess I'll give everyone a point there. And 7-mon. Surely the 1-pin comes out now. Surely. Hey, Skill, how about some guess the cut action? What do you think is going to be in this situation as a random gold player and playing in a South game? Surely it's the 1 pin. Surely the 7 is bigger than the 1. It's also closer to the middle. Surely. I mean, or maybe they're committed to this, like, they're afraid of Fruity 10. Let's see if they're a Fruity 10 coward. All right. If they're really afraid of Fruity 10, they'll cut the 7 on. But if they're not afraid of Fruity 10, or if they don't care, or if they know the 1 pin is bad, they'll cut the 1 pin. All right. It's the 1 pin. What's it going to be? Indeed, it is the 1 pin. Congratulations, YouTube. And congratulations, me. Twitch, huh? Twitch really guessing the 7 on there. Interesting. Wutsumagiri, yeah. You know, thinking he either just didn't care or, you know, maybe he was afraid of Fruity 10. Okay. So we got Riichi now. Pulls open for the green dragon. This is a green dragon. This is green. Even if it's blue. So please type in green instead of blue. Green should work, yeah. Yeah. We got votes. We got votes coming in. Green, Hatsu, green dragon. All those are fine. Yep. I think we're just gonna throw. We don't have any safe tiles, you know. So the green dragon is really actually our safest bet, to be honest. Unless we want to go for the Suji 3-mon, which might not even work. So what's it gonna be? Green dragon indeed. That's a point for all of us. Will it pass? It does. It does pass. We're not that unlucky. Okay. So the 9 pin came out. The 9 pin came out. Also, the 2-mon came out. This is kind of a choice. This is actually kind of a choice. You could cut the 9 pin here and you have 2 of them. And then, like, you know, just bank on, like, completing this at some point. You can grab a Dora, but, like, if you think your best chance of winning here is Chi Toy, then you cut the 2-mon instead. So is Washizu here a Chi Toy enjoyer? Is the question. You know what? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna go against the curve here. I'm gonna say yes. Looks like Twitch is saying 7-mon. That's kind of 7-mon is also a move. Okay. And 9 pin is the move of YouTube. What's it gonna be? I'm gonna say 2-mon, 9 pin. All right, congratulations, YouTube. Getting ahead now. 2 points ahead of the competition. That's insane. I know there's a there was a pawn there. I missed the pawn. Yeah. They're just committed to a closed hand or just like folding maybe. They know how to fold. This person does know how to fold for anyone just joining us. They did fold with like some souths before. They just didn't fold very well. They pushed like a 4-pin. They pushed a live 4-pin before folding with the souths. It's like kind of insane. All right, so yeah, this is the 1-so, right? The 1-so is safe, so it's gotta be the 1-so. It's the 9 pin. What? Okay, that's actually a point for Twitch. Kind of a half a point. We'll give it to them. Okay. Wow. I was so certain that was gonna be a 1-so. 9 pin could still help us. Yeah. Maybe they just didn't notice. They didn't notice that the 1-so was safe. Maybe they auto discard. 7-mon is now safe. Now the 1 pin is coming up. Pulls open for the 1 pin. Yeah, we just have like a whole bunch of straight tiles, so just like flip a coin, you know. What are you feeling? Feeling the Sumagiri? Feeling the just discard the tile? Or are they just like auto clicking on like on 1-so or something? Just like, yeah, just get this out of me. Out of my hand. You know, either one, I could believe either one. I'm gonna say 1 pin though. I'm gonna say the Sumagiri. I'm gonna say they're trying to like, you know, they're trying to pay attention. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong for thinking that. What's it gonna be? 3-mon. Okay, out of all the save tiles in this guy's hand, 3-mon was not on my radar at all, and doesn't look like to be on anyone else's radar. Huh. Not the stray 1, not the stray 1, not the stray 7, the 3-mon. Okay, I see. Yeah, that's definitely a mistake. Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see if it ends up mattering. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't even know anymore. Is this guy just like hoarding safe tiles? Is he like that kind of guy? Does he just like want to like gigafold, like, you know, by holding on to the? No way, right? This is Green Dragon. It has to be. Like, dude, come on. It's like for sure, right? This is like the most useless tile out of all the tiles we have. Surely this is the green. It's wow. 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 I'm stunned. Wow, I don't know what to say to that. I mean, yeah. So I mean, he's safe no matter what. It's just like, yeah, if you could be safe and also like maybe push a Cheetoy Tenpai or something, like at least get Tenpai so you don't have to go down like 3,000 points. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, now it could be literally anything. It could be literally anything. It doesn't matter. We're not winning. We don't care about Tenpai at all. So it's just like, which safe tile is your favorite? Which safe tile is your favorite? Is it we're gonna do the Tumon now? Is it the Tumon? I don't know. You know, maybe we'll keep this Naimon for later for some reason. I don't know. But the Naimon, so if you want to be as safe as possible, I think the Naimon, you do the Naimon since the Naimon literally just came out. I think I'm gonna do the Naimon. Oh, okay. The Green Dragon came out. Okay. This is so cursed. I don't know why. Why would you do this to us? Oh my god. All right. They could actually cut this north. They could no. They could actually cut this north. That'd be so insane though. That'd be so insane. Like their entire hand is made of safe tiles, so it could literally be anything. Maybe they'll cut the 8 because it like looks nicest. I'm gonna say 8, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Looks like YouTube is saying Naimon and Twitch is like split. All right, I'm gonna say 8, so all right, north. All right. Did Twitch get a half a point? I don't know. Yeah, I think they did. Yeah. All right, sure. Oh. I don't know why. I don't know. No. Okay, well. Yeah, that was the sushi tile, right? Yeah, it was sushi. All right. GG. Wow. That was an experience. I'm sorry for everyone who had to go through that. That was that was, I guess, the cut of all time. Wow, insane. Anyway, congratulations, YouTube. 14 points to 13 to 12 from 13 from Twitch and 12 from the streamer. Yeah, give yourself a nice pat on the back. It was close though. It was really close. It was like maybe a half-point difference. Wow. Horrific first time Guess the Cut experience. I'm sure there'll be plenty more where that came from. If you want to send in your own replay for Guess the Cut on stream, you must be a paid member and go on the Discord. I'll be there. All right, anyway. Yeah, speaking of Guess the Cut, I'm thinking of like, you know, maybe doing like another Guess the Cut video at some point soon. And I do have like a bunch of like replays still stocked up from people just like sending in random ones. Like if you want like send in a random replay for Guess the Cut, like a video, you can. You just have to DM me or something. But yeah, I think I'm mostly good at replays. I'll let you guys know if I need any more. For videos, for streams, we still need more. So if you are subscribed on Twitch or a member on YouTube, yeah, feel free to send one. Yeah, you can send any random one. You don't even have to pick a perspective if you don't want to. That's optional. DM in the Discord. Yeah. Yeah, especially if you're in like bronze or silver. Because not that like I have like a ton of like gold and like Jade Room games and stuff, but like there just aren't that many. Well, it's just that like if I run out of gold games, I could just like look up more gold games like on the database. I can't do that for bronze and silver games. So yeah, those are like a limited time. Anyway, hey Vinlo. Now the games tonight. Well, I got a first and I got a fourth. So that's kind of how things are going. This could be Tanya, so I think I'm okay with cutting the 9-so here. Especially keeping this 4. But I might not want to keep the 4 anymore. Okay. It's kind of unfortunate that I get this tile. Maybe I would have rather kept the 9-so in this case, but oh well. Yeah, had a tough game. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm having some tough games too. We'll keep the Ryokan actually. Keep the Ryokan. Maybe build like a Ryan Peiko. Could happen. Not a high value hand, so I'll just keep the safer tile here. The 4 monet's a little bit too dangerous. This guy's like speeding up. Reached gold, reached expert yesterday. Nice, JH. Good stuff. Join the club. Go to the recent ascends. There's a bunch of people I saw like promote, and you know, I might be able to meet them, just in the other direction. Okay. Yeah, I don't think opponing into Tanya is the move here. This is Ishan 10 now. If I get the 3-so, then it's Pinfu Ipeiko. Looks like it doesn't have to be though. We'll cut the 4 first and then the 2. So much more comfortable discarding the 2. It'll be safer later. Not gonna get the Ryan Peiko, unfortunately. And I'm not gonna get Tenpai. It's alright. It's a calculated risk, you know. Didn't think he would have a lot of Dora. I had at least one of the red 5s. But yeah, anyway, gotta get back get back into my focus mode. 1-so here. Glad I got to do Guess the Cut again though. Guess the Cut is really fun. Arguably, I could play a little bit more careful. Like that Kanshan, right? That Kanshan I played like in the last game. That Kanshan Riichi that ended up dealing in. I could have done with that. I don't know if the like Dama was like the correct choice, but it would have been a choice. I don't think it would have been bad. It's just like, I do have to think about like what I need to prioritize here. I'm gonna go back in Shanten here. Go to Ryan Shanten to build around this either this Dora or this Itsu. I think that's better than just like waiting on a 7-pin. 7-pin's kind of gross. This is also interesting. If I get the okay, that's really nice actually, because I could get a Dora pair. That would be the extra good, but also weighing on. The 9s are gone, so this is actually not really a Nobuton. This is only waiting on the 6. This is probably actually just going to be a Dora Tonki. Or Or we can get like a really nice weight over here too. Huh. 4, 5, 7, and also 3 and 6, and that would be Dortanki. Okay, sure. We still fight this? I have 2 Dora. It depends on the Senpai. We'll push. We'll push, it's fine. Hey, Kira. Yeah, don't worry about it. I wasn't sure how many people would show up this stream since it's on a Friday and like I never stream Friday mornings. But I'm glad a decent amount of people are showing up anyway or saying hi. Enjoying the stream. The VOD's always on YouTube if you want to check the VOD. Oh. Wow. Okay. Gotta make sure I cut the right tile there. This blocky tile is not the same as this blocky tile. Okay. It's happening. It's happening. We're getting our points back. We're getting our points back, baby. Yes, yes, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh my god, and it's a Ryokan. Yeah, well, we would definitely take the Ryokan. Yeah, I mean, I have a Yaku. I have a Yaku no matter what here, so we just pawn whatever or cheat whatever. And then we're in Senpai. And if I get the double east, then it's also a Hanuman. Wait. Yeah. If I get another Dora, then it's even a Baimon. I think we just do this. I think we do this and we just like we get the pawn. I think we get the pawn. Oh my god, dude. No, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. You can't do you can't. No. No, Cheetoy is a trap. Cheetoy is a trap, right? It's a no. Cheetoy is absolutely a trap. No. Pawn. All right, pawn. Okay, we're here. It's fine. The east is a Hanuman. And the 7-pin is a Mangan. Whew. Yeah, inconspicuous, yeah. It's just a normal hand. Guys. Huh, where's all the east? Where's all the east tiles? Where's all the green tiles? I don't know. Maybe they're in the dead wall. Don't fucking do this to me, though. Don't fucking do this to me. The Suji trap was there. Also, it's a 7-pin. Would have been nice if that was still relevant, and now it's kind of not. What? He's pushing. He's pushing. Okay, he could actually push a 7. Maybe he's discarding a Kanchan. That'd be kind of crazy to discard a Kanchan into a Riichi, but sure. East could legitimately come out. All right. Yeah, if the East comes out, we're emoting. If the 7 comes out, we're also. Hold on, which emote should I do for the 7? If it's the East, I'll do the grab, and if it's the 7, I'll do the cat. Ron. Hatsu for Dora. Mangan 12,000. Isn't it just Mangan? It was a Hanuman if I got the extra Yaku with the East. Since it's the East round and it's the East seat. It'd be a 7 Han. Alright, that was good. I needed that. Ooh. Playing Gugu Riichis with Tempire on the line? Oh my god. Please don't bring in Goo Goo Baby memes like anywhere like away from Super Creek. Super Creek, you know, she just has like a very specific kink. You know, we need to make sure it's contained. You know, that was kind of the yeah. If you played Uma Musume, there's this character named Super Creek who is like this mommy horse. And she just likes playing. She just likes, you know, like being the mommy to you, the older trainer. Yeah. To the point where, like, in her good ending, like, she gets she's just like, I want to play Goo Goo Babies today, and you end up playing Goo Goo Babies with her because you're afraid. The trainer is afraid that if you don't play Goo Goo Babies with Super Creek, that she'll stop racing or something. It's insane. It's actually insane. Yeah. So it's just we don't do Goo Goo Babies in this chat. All right, we don't do Goo Goo Babies for any reason except for Super Creek. That is the only reason. We're not into that. We're not into the Goo Goo Babies. All right, we only do it because we love our Super Creek very much. Ah, shit. Super Creek, more like Super Freak, indeed. I've been refusing to train Super Creek after I've learned about this. I like Super Creek. I like Super Creek. And I think it's funny. I think it's really funny that she has these, like, you know, tendencies and stuff, but also she's just like a sweet person that you know, that like wants to help people. And I dig that. And also she got sick once, and she couldn't race, and like that was sad. That was sad, but you know, she really comes into her own identity, you know, by the end of the story. It's a very touching story. It's a very touching story that ends with, I want to play Goo Goo Babies again. Yes. I swear. All right. Anyway, for Guess the Cut video, do you just want a game with pauses in the what? Oh, you mean like a video, like a MP4 file? No, you just like give me a log. Yeah. Yeah, I think like having the log is the best for a Guess the Cut video, because then I could just press a button, you know. Then I could just and sometimes, like, you know, you can't be certain about like how quickly like someone takes for a turn. It could be instant, it could be like waiting a while. So yeah, just you have to send me a log. Anyway, Fuzzy of SA, by the way, hello. Thanks for following the channel. Appreciate it. Glad you're having a great time. Hope your Friday's going all right. My Friday's going swimmingly right now. I missed the ramen. That's okay. That's okay. Just woke up. This is kind of the time I usually wake up. I only like wake up now because of the stream, and I'm only streaming at this time because I used to wake up at this time because I was a teacher. And now I'm not a teacher. Now it's just like awkward. I have to like wake up early. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. It's keeping me honest. Let's see. Okay, I can't read your name, but guy on YouTube saying it's Jover. Welcome. Hope your Saturday hope your Friday's going all right too. There's actually one white, so we'll keep that. We'll be fine, you know. It's just like we still have two of y'all men here, kind of. Uh-oh. The Sozu. This is a Pinzu flush. They're not waiting on Sozu. This is also a pretty nice way. It's a Nobutan. I could cheat for Tenpai, but I think I actually have a decent chance of getting into Tenpai on my own. It's Paragon. Okay, I'll remember that. Paragon. Nice to meet you. I'm Roxar. Speaking of Hans, I'm very excited in 4 years to get still in love. Yeah, I'm very excited too. It'll be more like 2 to 3 years, you know, with the accelerated pace. Yeah, Uma Musume. Oh, okay, we're not doing that one. All right. There's no Tanya here, so no reason to risk stealing to a Dama Cheetor or something. Okay, we'll take Tenpai now. Chi this one. And Scar this one. Yeah, we'll get those updates eventually. We'll catch up to the... That's kind of exciting. Oh, fuck. Wait, really? Okay, if it's only that, then I'm okay with that. Like, you drop the Dora, you drop the Akka, so if he didn't have a flush, then it wasn't going to be, you know, like, very valuable. That's about the amount I would have lost anyway if I didn't have Tenpai. So, like, we're double okay with that. Like, the correct move there is definitely to push for Tenpai, I think. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be playing Uma Musume like for that long. Probably not. I'm trying to think of like the longest I've ever stayed with a gacha game. I know Fire Emblem Heroes, I played that a lot, and like I stayed with that for like maybe over a year, probably, maybe 2 years. I don't remember. That might have been the longest I've stayed with a gacha game. Yeah, Fire Emblem Heroes. Remember that one? Now I still sometimes like come across like Fire Emblem Heroes like stuff in the wild, and I'm just like, these are just literally Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like, not even, no, they're not even Yu-Gi-Oh cards anymore. They're like 2 Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They're like 3 Yu-Gi-Oh cards, bro. You need to like scroll down like to be able to. All right, let's take this. You need to like scroll down like to and flip over the card like to see all the paragraphs of text for every ability in the game. It's like insane. Like one character will have like 5 pages of text. It's so funny. What's the general lifespan for gacha? I mean, the general lifespan for a gacha is like 1 month, bro. Like a few months. Like, you know, there's so many gacha games that fail. Yeah, within like 6 months ish. But I mean, yeah, I mean the ones that live, I mean, they get to live for a long time because like they just have like a dedicated fan base, you know. A dedicated fan base that they don't have to like put like too many resources into because like the game is already made and they can just keep adding characters or whatever. Grand Blue Fantasy is almost a decade old. Yeah, that's crazy. Got a screenshot of Tamamo Cross's actress making the best face after shooting a bullseye. Huh. Oh man. Oh yeah. I was about to say, if I deal in, I'm gonna be like, man, I just need to like not Riichi. I mean, I had a decent weight. I just yeah. I mean, I could have Dama'd. But that's just not my style. You know, it's Riichi Mahjong, not Dama Mahjong. But yeah, sure, it's only one Han, you know. I'll go back to like, you know, I have a Pinfu no Mi. I guess I'll just Dama this. Or not even Pinfu. It has a Ryanmen though. I guess I'll Dama. I guess I won't Riichi this time. Huh, okay. Hmm, that's not your wind. No, that's the prevalent wind though. South wind. Okay. The lifespan of a gacha until the SAO collab. Truth. Yeah. I remember that. That's the decline indicator. Something like that. Usually it's the Persona collab. Oh, I remember it was like the Nier collab. I remember like when they start collabing with Nier, that's when you know it's over. That's when they have like 2B in that game. It's like the 2B the 2B cheeks are the harbinger of doom. Bro, it's over. Something like that. Yeah, I haven't played gacha game for that long. 4 years is a long time. But it's also a fun game. I could imagine like sticking with it for a while and then like, you know, popping in and out. You know, when there's new content. I mean, I say that, but like, you know, I also like I played Honkai Star Rail for a while, and I just like kind of. All right, let's just fold this. It's fine. And then I kind of just fell out of it, and like I still think it's a good game. I still think it was a fun game. I could, you know, there's lots of new content for it that I could experience now, and I just like haven't gotten to it. It's like once I stop playing, once I like get out of the rhythm, then I'm just like, I got better stuff to do, I guess. Oh, come on. Okay, 4-pin. Nakasuji. You just saw was peak on Bellabog. That's kind of unfortunate to hear since Bellabog was like literally like the first like the first chapter or whatever. Like the first real chapter. That is pretty funny to hear. 6-6. Do that one. Arguably 2-pin. I think 2-pin actually was the better move. Because like I would have kept like Tenpai chances, technically. Just like, I don't know if I would ever discard the 3 or 9. That's the thing. Yeah. Alright, well. Oh, this hand is actually kind of nuts. I'm going to keep the West here. Not only because I don't want to have the Sufurenda. I don't want the 4 wind draw. But also I want to keep a I want to keep the tiles for what you call it? For Pinfu. And you saw Ichihime actually discard the West. Like they had the West from their hand. So actually it could have happened. It literally could have happened. If I discard the West this time, it could have happened. Depending on whether Kaguya like liked her hand enough. Okay, I'm gonna discard the 6 here and keep the 2. I'm gonna have a balance here. I don't want to like make my hand like too bulky around here, around the middle. Because I still have like a lot of tiles I would need to discard anyway. This is gonna be tough. Or discuss chi cultivation for 5 hours. No, not the chi cultivation. This is a good hand. It's 2 Dora. It's just don't have any. Don't have enough blocks. Don't have enough sequences. Maybe I should have cut the 4. Cutting the 4 would have been interesting. Okay, it's still possible for me to win here. It's just like I probably won't even try. The 3-so is... Alright, I'm gonna do it. There's 4 4-so on the board. And now I don't think I'm gonna cut that one. Okay, GG. You can have this one. I'm still in first. It'll be fine. Wow, it wasn't the 3, but it was the 2? Unlucky. That's crazy, dude. Discard the 1 and everything? Wow. Wow, I wouldn't have expected that at all. But at the same time, like, where the heck are all the 1s then? Alright, good hand, good hand. Got Yakuhai again. This could just be the Yakuhai Dora game, I guess. Hello, Louise, by the way. Glad you could make it. Indeed, indeed. I like this. This is a good tile face. I think I like this better than the other one, than the cat one. The mermaid Ichihime is kind of funny. The catfish. Yeah, I like the style overall. I like the way the Pinzu look, like those seashells. I do like it. It's just I'm definitely just gonna switch back to the original. Yeah, we're gonna pull it for sure. Gonna pull it for sure. Then we just need one more pawn in the south, or Chi on the 3-6, and it kind of looks like Tanyao even. All right, watch this. This is a pro gamer move. We're gonna do the 4-so. We're not gonna cut the 1-so. We're gonna keep the 1-so so that it looks extra like Tanyao. And then we cut the north and, like, you know, as long as they're good enough to realize, hey, the north was a 30-10 tile. So the north is just going to be, okay, well, the north would just be a safe tile, a designated safe tile, yeah. Like Mons and Pains, but blue so is kind of bad. Yeah, I think I kind of agree with that. I think Sozu should be green. You know, it's Ryu Iso. All green. You know, like Ryu from Mandarin. That's how you say oop, that's 30-10. If the south comes out, shit. Nah, we ball. I was so ready. I was so ready for that to backfire. Come on. Come on. It's fine. I'm not going to deal into another Baimon or whatever. Ipatsu. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's shit like this is why I keep D-ranking. But hey, you know, I do all right live. Oh shit. The shot honky. That's the other option was the 2-pin. Okay. Okay, sure. I mean, that's like barely enough to like inch them towards second. Makes sense. Ooh. Ooh. This is not Cheetoy. This is not Cheetoy. I think it's time. Fellas. It's time. It's time. All right. Raise your toy signs, everyone. I'm going to need my own toy sign. Because, it's, Toy is really cool. Toy is an amazing Yaku. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Toy Toy, it's time. If only Adria was here to see this. It's fucking time. That said, if we get the Water Force, so we're still taking it and taking the win, obviously. I don't have like the kind of points to like play with, you know, to be like, yeah, Toy Toy or nothing. I don't even care if I have a lower chance of first place. Like, no, I think I really need a first place. I think if I don't take a first place here, my career as a Mahjong streamer will be over. It won't be that serious. If I demote to Master 2, I demote to Master 2, it's fine. I can work my way back. I've worked my way back before. Can happen again. And I'll have like a newfound like you know, like power and drive to do so. But if I don't have to, I don't have to. I'm gonna take this. Did I take too long on that? Shit. I gotta be more forceful. Chi. Alright, whatever. It's not Toy Toy, I'm sorry. Whatever. Whatever, man. I'm gonna take this win and go home. And by go home, I mean like go next. Coward, you could call me whatever you want. I'm still gonna get this win. Although now, you know what? The play might have been to discard the 3-so and just like get rid of Toy Toy to be like forever. Just so I can like wait on a Ryamen here. That might have been better. Oh well. I don't think this is bad either. A Shanpon on the honor tile. It's like just oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Dude, if I deal into another fucking dealer lockout, I'm gonna be like so fucking mad. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I chickened out. I chickened out, and now I'm gonna get punished by Riichi. I think I. Oh no! I'm a genius. I'm actually just a fucking genius, guys. I'm actually just a fucking genius. Let's go. Yeah, this is what 10,000 hours of Mahjong looks like. Yes. Yes. Oh yeah, baby. The chin could still come out. Our weight is only slightly worse. I could just draw another 5-mon right now. Oh my god. Oh no! It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine. No! 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 Are you serious? No! There's no way! There's no way that just happened. Oh my god. He was not waiting on the Akka, I'm pretty sure. He was... There's only a small chance he was waiting on the Akka. I fucked up there. I should have definitely threw the Akka. I chickened out so hard, man. I was afraid. I was afraid, man. Okay, but he did have Dora. He did have Dora though. That was what I was most afraid of. If he had like Dora, you know. If he had Dora, if he was weighing on the 5 on the Akka, like that could have easily been a Mong, and I'm like, fuck, man. Fuck. Shit. Dude. Alright, yeah. Congratulations to that Little Red Riding Hood. Good stuff, good stuff. Good game, good game. Fuck. Oh my god. If that was tournament, I would definitely throw that throw the haka. I would have definitely done it. But because it's like ladder, because it's like, oh man, I gotta like I gotta like care if I you know. But like, yeah, man. That could have been my first. That could have been my first, man. I needed a first. I still need a first. It's like get into a safe range. What are the chances? What are the chances just waiting on a 5-mon with a Dora with a 6-7? What are the chances, guys? It would never happen. Right? Morning, Dwellian. Morning. Glad you can make it. Tyler Hamilton. I see you. I see you. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great Friday. Annoying lolly voice. I do like high-pitched voices in general kind of like grate on me a little bit too. Sometimes. There was a point where I like Haru, the blue-haired one. I had her had her voice like way down. That's the nice part about this game is that you can like set the voices yourself if you ever really do not care for a character. That is a thing. I guess I'll keep this. It was funny though, because like I think I had that and also Ichihime. I put Ichihime down a little bit. Cut the 7 here. Cutting the 8 is not... This is kind of tough. I think I'll cut the 7. Yeah. I think I'll just, like, keep all these blocks. And then the 8 is useful here because I can grab this and have a Ryokan. But if I have the Ryokan, then... Oh, man. I might have to, like, cut the one so anyway because I want to keep the Dora. I want to keep all the Dora. I'm greedy. Itsuchikai. That's the other thing about some characters though. I don't really care about like the pitch of the characters anymore. Although it's really funny because like when I mentioned it, it's like, you know, it's like my friend just like, hey, why do you have these characters like, you know, muted? I mean like, you know, down. It's just like, oh yeah, I just found like their voices a little bit grating. And then he was like, okay, and then he turned like their voices all the way down. And then like a year later, like we were playing like Mahjong again, and it was just like, why can't I hear their pawn or chi? It's like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, because that was why. Yeah, but now it's more like I think what really annoys me about some of the characters is that they just like say the Yaku like so slow. Like the Little Red Riding Hood character, and then also like the one with glasses, like, you know, the one that's just like lying down like in her like bond. I forget her name. Like glasses, black hair, like pigtails or something. I don't know. That one. Like she takes forever to say all her Yaku. I was just like, get on with it. It's like, maybe it's like trying to sound cute or something, but it's you know, it's kind of taking away from the Mahjong experience when I have to like wait too long for everyone to say their lines. Yeah, Archer the goat, of course. You know, I know there's at least some people we'll pull this. I know I've heard at least one person say that like Joseph, you know, the one with the hawk is like scary, you know, when they say they're Yaku, but like, come on. But yeah, I really dig Joseph. The Paul. Gee. Yeah, yeah. Even if it's a little bit of a jump scare the first time. I love Joseph. I hate Joseph. The duality of man. Chi. Very nice, very nice. I just this is also a 5/8 pin weight. It's not a great 5 pin weight, but it's there. It's for a manga, right? 3 Dora. Essentially. How much guaranteed Yaku is enough to open your hand? If you can get 4 Han, for sure open up your hand. Like, unless you really need a Hanamon, unless you really can get 6 Han reliably, you should just the 3 so's better here. You should just get the Mongon. You should just get the 4 Han. So if you have 1 Yaku and then 3 Dora, that's good. Like Honitsu and 2 Dora, half flush and 2 Doras is like a common combination, or half flush and then a Yaku high, so like a a white dragon or something, and then a Dora. That's another common combination. There's also weird ones like Tanya, 2 Dora, and Sanshoku. Like that sometimes shows up. But yeah, if you aim for 4 Dora, aim for 4 Han if possible, 3 Dora and a Yaku. Or even if you have 3 Han, it's still worth opening. It's just like case by case. Because if you have 3 Han, then like, okay, well if you could Riichi, then that's 4 Han, and that's great. So if you can like easily Riichi your hand, you should still like try to aim for Riichi. But if it's getting later, or your hand has a lot of awkward shapes, like a lot of Kanchan, a lot of closed weights, waiting on 1 tile. Maybe you could pawn a red dragon or something, and you have a Penchan, you can chi a 3. Right? If you have a lot of those awkward shapes, if you have a lot of pairs that you could pawn, then you should probably open anyway. Because if you wait for the Riichi will probably never come. You could get lucky, but you're relying on a lot of luck. When if you start calling, you're relying on less luck, because you can also rely on your other players, to give you your tiles. So yeah, it would be case by case. But yeah, 3 Han is pretty good also to call. But of course, there's times when you could call for 1 or 2 Han. And if you want to, I have a video when to call for cheap. If you really want to like, dive really deep into that. But 3 Han or 4 Han is a pretty good benchmark for calling. We'll do East here. Cut the 1-2 eventually. This is a kind of hand where I feel like I would want to call it, because it's not very easy to finish otherwise. Because I have to wait on a 6 pin here. So I definitely chi the 6. And I'll pawn. Also, I don't want this guy to win. This guy's like speeding up here. It's also possible here, like, if you have 3 Han, it's not impossible, like in this rule set, for your 3 Han hand to become a 4 Han hand. See, like, point exactly, like here. Like this was like 2 Han, now it's looking like 3 Han, maybe even 4 Han. Just because I randomly drew a Dora. And like, if you have a Tanya hand, you probably can like use one of the Aka, one of the red 5s. So if you randomly draw a red 5, you could like switch up an 8 or something, and then like bam, and now you're cooking. Now you have now you turn your 3 Han hand into a 4 Han hand for no downside. Just because you were a little bit lucky. And you shouldn't dismiss that. You shouldn't dismiss like the fact that you could, yeah, if I could get lucky, then I could, get a manga, but I'm not going to get lucky. I shouldn't rely on that. No, you should. I mean, well, you shouldn't rely on that, but it should be a factor. It's still nice to be able to be lucky. It's as opposed to not being lucky, you know, as opposed to having a hand where no matter how lucky you are, it's going to be one Han. That's much worse. That's much worse than a hand that where if you were lucky, you could get 3 Han or 4 Han. You know, and most of the time it's 1 Han. Okay, but that hand is still better than the hand that can't be lucky. Yeah, huh? 7 was cut really late. The 5, the 6 was next to it. Okay, but I also didn't have the Dora, and if you're not going for a Honitsu, then it's not going to be much much issue. I would have dealt into that for sure. I would have cut the 3 or the 5. He was waiting on like all 3, 5, and 6, unfortunately. But I had the value to make up for it, so I could play a little bit. I could play for the risk. What's gonna be here? I have 2 pairs, and I'm okay with that, but I also have this. There is a 5, 6, 7 Sanshoku that is possible. 5, 6, 7 Sanshoku with 2 Dora, with 2 Akka here. That could be really nice. I don't know if I would chi for it, though. I don't think I would. Having the 2 here next to the sequence is also really nice, because if I get the 3, then I'll have the 3 set of weight. We'll keep that one. But otherwise, this is actually Ishanten. If I get the 6, this is just a Riichi. 6 mon, 9 mon, or 9-pin pair. A triplet. Can't pawn it, though. Wow. You know, just when you think you have a good hand, someone else has a better one. Unless... Wow. Do I really want to do this? Come on, it's 2 Dora. I can't not do this, bro. I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm gonna Riichi. This is what has, like, got me this far, okay? I'm not gonna deny him now. Fuck! Okay. If I fold this hand, then, like, what hand am I gonna... what hand am I gonna push? You know, what am I gonna win? I gotta do it. Fuck. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Double terminal, yeah. It's double terminal, but, like, look, against the Riichi, that kind of just doesn't really matter. If I'm chasing another Riichi, then what matters more is, like, the amount of tiles, you know? And this is only waiting on 3 tiles. They could discard literally any tile. So it doesn't really matter if it's, like, double terminal. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's nice to have tiles that are, like, less likely to be used, so they're more likely to be in the wall, but, like, you know, I would still much rather prefer the odd men in this case. Oof. If this passes, then I might be clear, because this could happen. This is a... but he would rather discard the 1-so than discard the Tsuji 9-mon. Aw, man, the Tsuji trap. Isn't double terminal better anyway, because terms are easy to discard by other players? Yeah, but, you know, that's just the Riichi, you know. The Riichi, they're discarding randomly, so it doesn't really matter. But there is one, you know, but yeah, it's not. That's not to say it doesn't matter at all, because yeah, there was one other person that was willing to push, and they could push, like, you know, a 9-mon or a 9-pin easily. But yeah, there are plenty of other times when there are plenty of other times when yeah, it really, it's not a huge deal in that case, I think. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we're still in the stage where this is a scrappy fight for second. Yeah, and I am thinking about the Chanta or Junchan here. I think I am gonna chi the 8 or the 2. It's looking worse. It's looking a lot worse with the 2-pin already cut, and it's also the the Dora indicator. I was thinking like, okay, well, it's possible something like this could have been Sanshoku Dora and Chanta. That was the kind of hand I was envisioning, but it might not happen now. Cut the east. Yeah. Welcome to Riichi Mahjong, by the way. Yeah, Yusong has been carrying. Oh man, actually, oh, that chi, that's a kind of crazy chi. But it's crazy enough to work. Now this hand is just not going to work at all. I should just discard the 7-8. Wow, what? We'll cut the 2 here, keep the whites. Well, you know, I wouldn't have drawn the 2 if I cheat. It's the funniest thing. Okay, if I have to fold, I'll just fold with the 1-so. I don't think anyone's waiting on the 1-so. But yeah, feel free to ask any questions if anyone is wondering like what's going on. If you're, you know, if you have a general Mahjong question or anything relevant to my hand, I'll be free to answer it. Okay. We'll do the 1 mon, and then yeah, oh god. The white dragon doesn't look very safe either. If I still plan on winning this, it has to be I have to get rid of the white. Or I could just draw it like a god. I'm really hoping you don't have like a Manzu Honitsu or something. But he probably does. He probably does. Come on though. Like, I gotta... Alright, I did say if I was gonna fold, it was gonna be with the 1-so, yeah. I'm not willing to discard a second 7 mon and then a 9 mon into this. This could still work. Are you supposed to get all agree with these tiles? Good question. What's up, Morning Force 417? How you doing? Okay. Just cut from my hand again. I'm looking for 4-7 pin to chi. This is not Tenpai. Yeah, the 8 mon is completely dead, so we'll still have Tenpai though. I'm okay with that. 9 mon is safe. 9 mon is safe, so I think I'm obliged to cut it. 8 mon is going to be... Ooh, it might not be safe anymore. Oh, okay, it's still safe. It's still safe. Cut the 9 mon again. The Dora. Still pushing the Dora, so it was definitely Tenpai. Oh man, what a tragic hand. What a tragic hand, yeah. I think missing the chi was a big deal there. I still somehow made it kind of work, but like... Yeah. Missing the chi really sucked there. Like, this is you know, the race here is so tight that like even a Chanta, even like a 1 Han or 2 Han Chanta, half outside hand, it's gonna be pretty valuable. Keep the shin, okay. So sure. This gives me the chance to get a Sanshoku. 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku. 1, 2, 3 in every suit here. If I get the 2, which could be really nice. Efficiency says this one. But I'll keep the Sanshoku chance. I think Sosu might be live in the wall. I could grab the bamboo here somewhere. Okay. Sure. Ugh. Is that Toy Toy? What is that? The 7 could deal in. It's not impossible for the 7 to deal in. Yeah. Would have liked to grab another pair otherwise, but like dealing in again would be fatal here. Wow, brave. 7 mon. I really don't like this 7 mon. I need a sign. Which tile is safe? Which do I discard? 3-pin? It could still be 3-pin. There's 3 6s. Still dangerous. One so could pass. Ugh. Okay, yeah. Nothing I could do with this hand. That's okay. Deal in, deal in, deal in. Oh, come on. I can't even take that. One-so is Suji now, so I'll cut the one-sos next. Unless another thing comes out here. 5-pin. One-so. Please don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. Bro. Bro. Okay. Don't troll me, man. Chi the 9. The 9, if you're gonna cut the 8, that makes me think the 9 is probably still safe. It can't be the Ryanmen. Oh. 9-pin, 9-pin. Definitely not the Dora. Yeah, I think it's the 9-mon. I think I have to do the 9-mon. 7-pin, sure. But I could deal into this guy. It's unfortunate. 7-mon? 7-mon safe. Ooh. That's huge! That's huge, baby! Oh, fuck! Alright, alright, alright. Third or second, I'm okay with that. Alright, let's go. But yeah, so if you don't know what Suji is, by the way, and yes, that is correct spelling, S-U-J-I. Suji is tiles, essentially that are 3 away from a tile that has been discarded, that is, like, safe to someone. So when it comes up, I can, like, bring it up again. But yeah, essentially, like, if I'm waiting on, like, let's say the 1 and the 4 mon, like I have a 2 and 3 in my hand, waiting on the 1 and 4 mon, right? If the 1 or the 4 is in my Discord because of Fruity 10, right? If either of those tiles is in my discard, the way Fruity 10 works is that I can't call Roll on anything. So if I have, if I have this 1 in my discard, I can't win off of the 4 if I'm waiting on both of them. Like, that's how Fruity 10 works. Suji takes advantage of that, meaning, like, hey, if they have the 4 in their discard, right? That means they can't be waiting on the 1. If they have the 2 and 3. If they have the 2 and 3 waiting on the 1 and the 4, then the 4 being safe means the 1 is also probably safe. It's still possible they could be waiting on the 1 because they could be waiting on a pair of 1s or a triplet of 1s. That's still possible. But at the very least, the sequence is impossible because the only way you can have a sequence with a 1 in it is if you're waiting with a 2 and 3, which means you're also waiting on the 4, which means, the one is likely to be safer. Yeah. So it's taking advantage of the Furitin rule plus, you know, like the whatever's in their discard. Yeah. I should have discarded the 4. I should have discarded the 4 here. I'm not gonna like get rid of this Dora. Unfortunate. How safe is half Sushi? Wait. Unfortunate. Half Sushi is like Half Sushi is about as safe as a non-Sushi tile. Like you could argue it's slightly it is technically, I would say, slightly safer than the non-Sushi tile. So if you discard if they had discarded a 1, the half Sushi 4 is safer than the 7. Usually. Oh wow, what is this? Oh, we're back. We're so fucking back. Let's go. Let's go. I could get first from here. Oh, hell yeah, baby.
Riichi.
I can't believe what I'm seeing here. But I'm going to go anyway. No, you... Hey, nice Hakus. It would have been nice if you shared with the rest of the class. Well, alright, my hand was shit anyway. I can't... We're in 4th range again? This is insane. This is so fucking insane. But yeah, well, I was to go back to the previous point though. Half Sushi is slightly safer. Only slightly though. It's like not even worth considering really. What is this? I think it's still better for me to cut this. The 2 has Sanchoku potential and Dora potential, so we'll keep that. I need at least 3 Han. Oh, unfortunate. Also, the move here was cut 9, so it's just to keep most Tanya potential. But like, I'm not gonna call it Tanya. It's like that's way too cheap, and I really don't want. Yeah, it's not even worth it. The 3 is already gone. I'm keeping this extra 3 to build sequences, not a triplet. Uh-oh. Why is half Sushi slightly safer than non-Sushi? Well, actually, it maybe more accurately, half Sushi 4 or 6 is safer than the half Sushi 4 or 6 is safer than 3 or 7. And that's because Penchant exists. That's because if you deal in a 3, right? The possibility that they could have a Penchant on the 1-2 is still alive. So arguably the dealing the 6, the half Sushi 6 is going to be safer. Is this right? No, wait. There is Ipeiko here. And then Riichi and Sumo. I mean, I guess. That's a tough one. I'm getting hungry too. This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough. This is also the... Oh, man. What was up with that game, man? It's insane! Oh. Well, I don't think I played bad. I don't think I played bad. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. I just gotta like munch on some nuts or something. There we go. Or some dark chocolate M&Ms. Yeah, those are good. It's a little bit funky. Ah. Let's go. Another thing is that also people like to wait on tiles closer to the edge anyway. So if it's already half Suji, your 4, 5, or 6 doesn't really have like the kind of allure that like a waiting on a single 2 or 3 does. Yeah, we'll keep this. But yeah, it's like not even worth considering. You're probably still gonna deal into a round, man. Yeah, you're asking, I see, LV is also asking how to improve, like, if you already know the Yaku and, like, 5-block theory. I think you'd be surprised about how much, like, efficiency you might still have left to learn. Efficiency is huge, and I still think it's, like, gonna be the most important thing. I'm not gonna fold here. Not gonna fold yet. After the first. Like, efficiency is something you can work easily with, like, AI, like Mortal or Maka. Can, like, pretty easily tell you, like, if you're not sure, like, what is the most efficient cut. Okay, now this is looking like... Now it's looking like a fold. If you're not sure of, like, you know, what tile is going to give you, like, the most acceptance, right? You could also, like, we have a bot on the Discord that you can ask. Like, you, like, slash efficiency and then, like, type in your hand. And then it will tell you. It will tell you, like, which discard is, like, you know, the most, gives you the most acceptance, etc. That's not necessarily everything, you know, to efficiency, though. Or, like, you know, just generally, like, the most, like the best plays, because it doesn't take into account Yaku. Or, like, calling. But that is very important. Hey, Phantom Bailey, by the way. What's up? So, yeah, I would, like, I would just, like, get very strong at, like, yeah, try to work on efficiency as much as possible. And then, like, you could also work on, yeah, as well as, like, just, you don't have to know how to, like, score, like, perfectly, but just, like, you know, being very cognizant of, like, the amount of Han you have, and, like, being, you know, knowing, like, you know, oh, like, around this many Han is going to be, like 4,000 points, like, three Han is about 4,000 points. That's all you really need to know. You know what a Mangan is, a Hanuman is. Those are the kinds of things that will inform you of like when you should fold and stuff. If you understand efficiency very well and you don't understand the value of your hand very well, then that will help you make better defensive choices. You know, kind of paradoxically, because you will find, because you will convince yourself at some point that like, oh, my hand is garbage. My hand is so trash. Like there's no chance this is gonna like win, and even if it does, it's gonna be worth nothing. And then like, okay, your knowledge of your own like, you know, efficiency ability and like, you know, valuation of your hand is helping you influence you into the right direction. And then you're gonna be like, okay, well, you know, if I can't win this hand, I guess I should fold, right? And then you do. Yeah. Risk reward assessment. That's huge. So yeah, I would focus on getting like very strong in efficiency wise. I mean, there's lots of things you could do on like defense to make your defense like stronger. Like knowing when to sakigiri and stuff. But if you're not already like knowledgeable of like the most efficient parts of your hand, and also when, you know, like a tile doesn't give you much efficiency, like the polar opposite, I don't think you're gonna have like a very good grasp on when you should sakigiri, like in the first place. Like when should you play defensive? You know, it's one thing to be like, yeah, you should, you know, you should be defensive more often or whatever. It's another thing to be like, in what specific contexts and what specific situation should you be defensive? And it's part of why, you know, defense is hard. Although a good, you know, obviously a good rule of thumb is just like, if there's a Riichi and you're on Tenpai, you should fold. Yeah, that withstands the test of time. Even if there are situations where that isn't true. Guilty of pushing terrible hands that are under 3k sometimes, yeah. I would say if you don't have Tenpai by the second row, by like the end of the second row, you shouldn't bother. If like at all, probably at all. If you don't have ooh, this is okay. If you don't have like a hand that like looks like worth fighting for, like by the end of the first row, you could also like not bother with that hand, you know, and then maybe like keep some tiles that will maybe change your mind, but like don't keep so many that like you'll be you know, in a bad spot if someone calls Riichi. It's tough. It's tough to have that balance. Pushing makes you feel alive sometimes. Indeed. You know, if I pushed that other hand and I won that first place, I wouldn't be in the situation I am now, where I'm... I'll still live if I get another fourth. It's just, still be awkward. Okay. Let's do it like this. I'm okay with this. Because, like, it's still... These pairs have the most upgrade potential. And it is possible it could be like a Tanyao. Could be all simples. Also nice to be able to discard a north. You know, if I discard an 8, the 8 would be left over, and then I would have to, you know, push the 8. Which I'm still gonna do here. Yeah. Luckily, it's Tsuji. Oh, hey. I would have drawn it. Oh, well. Do we ever count Fu? You don't need to count Fu. You can. If you but like most of the time your hand is just 30 Fu anyway. So, you shouldn't really bother. Pin Fu is 20 Fu, so like if you want to learn scoring, you should... I've been thinking about actually making a video about this. It's just like I don't know like when I'm going to find the time. Oh my god. Yeah, let's... It's fine, it's fine. 1 mon? Oh, shit. I'm gonna do the 8 mon. But yeah, I was thinking of, like, making a video for, like... Like, how you should approach, like, learning scoring and stuff. But I'll basically just tell you, like, you know... You should learn 30 fu hands first. If you really want to learn scoring. Just, like, memorize the 30 fu hands. Then memorize 20 fu sumo, specifically. 20 fu sumo, because that's pinfu. And pinfu is very important. The better you get, the more important pinfu will be, up to a certain point. Yeah, so you should learn 20 fu. You should learn 20 fu sumo. That's the only way you can get 20 fu. Also, 40 fu ron. You should learn 40 fu ron, which is also like very similar to like what 20 fu sumo adds up to. 40 fu ron. 40 fu ron happens when you have a closed hand that's 30 fu, and then you ron off of someone. If you ron with a closed hand, you get plus 10 fu. So your 30 fu hand becomes a 40 fu hand. So, most of the hands in the game, if you Riichi, you have a 30 fu if you sumo, and you have a 40 fu if you ron. And like you don't have to count fu to like know that. Like that's just most hands. Unless you have a ton of triplets, unless you have a con, you're not gonna get more than 30 fu on sumo. Yeah, so there are specific circumstances where you will get a random 50 fu or 40 fu sumo or something. It's just very rare. So yeah, the amount of things you have to learn, like to like count, like fu counting, like quote unquote, to the degree where you can like score most hands. Just memorize 30 fu, memorize 40 fu ron, and then memorize 20 fu sumo. And then for Chitoi, you need 25 fu. That's it. The rest of the fu is just like kind of not worth bothering with most of the time. Like it's gonna be very rare you're gonna have a 50 fu hand. Even if you do have a 50 fu hand, there's like kind of trick you can use where 50 fu is just 25 fu, but with 1 less han. Because doubling fu doubles the value of your hand. Also, adding 1 han doubles the value of your hand. So, if you add 1 han is the equivalent of doubling your fu. So, if you already know 25 fu, then you'll know 50 fu. It's just 1 less han. Same thing with 20 to 40, or 40 to 80, or 30 to 60. So, you only have to memorize all the prime numbers. Riichi. And even then, there are some tricks for those as well. So, and those are very rare. Like the next prime, like a multiple of 10 is 70. 70 happens very rarely, but the most common way it happens is if you get a closed con and you ron with a closed hand. That's a 70. That's a 70 fu hand. Yeah. But then, like, you could also just get 3 han. If you get 3 han and 70 fu, that's just, oh my god. So it needs to specifically be 1 or 2 han. You have to hit, like, no Dora if you Riichi. Like, it's pretty rare. Con, you can kind of think of it as it quadruples the fu that like the triplet would be worth. So like you get into like esoteric territory. But basically like this con, right? This con gives him like 6 extra fu because the 3 is worth 2 fu. Nice range shot, by the way. But again, the fu doesn't matter here because he has 40 fu and he has and he also has the enough han to get a manga anyway. So like yeah, like the range where foo matters to the point where like you have to specifically count, and like every count is going to be like well, pawn. Every count is going to be like a very, you know, like important kind of like valuable kind of thing. Like you're not just doing it for no reason. It's very small. It's a very small range of hands that are actually gonna benefit from foo counting. In a very small amount of situations, you know, where that's gonna matter. You shouldn't. So yeah, don't bother. Don't bother unless you want to play in like a live tournament or something, and you want to play like live games a lot, and you want to like, you know, smooth out the game. Chinitsu Toy, by the way? Chinitsu Toy? We might be back? We might be so back? Holy shit. And these are like great tiles to wait on too. The 7s are completely blocked. Ron? Wow. Wow. We fucking finally got a Toy hand. And it was Toy Chinitsu out of all the things. Insane. All right, you guys need to keep the beginner questions, you know, coming, because this is giving me some great flow. So yeah. Any more questions? Anyway. Yeah. I don't know if I should pawn that one though. I guess I could. Okay, we'll pawn the next one. We'll pawn the next one. Yeah. I don't think pawn is like a terrible idea there, but I don't know about that pawn because I wanna actually like maybe not get Toy. Oh, but it could be Horonoto. But yeah, I would get rid of this 4 and 6 7. So I'm kind of like I would rather aim for Honitsu. Honitsu is like really strong. But Toy is pretty tricky. Okay, so if we get the red, then I'll cut all the Sozu. Pawn, but I'm not gonna keep the 9s if I get this pawn. Alright, cause like, come on guys. Come on. Like, we don't need like a ton here. Right? We don't need this Yakuman. Dude, if I get the red... if I get the red, it's not gonna be a Yakuman though. It's gonna be a Shosangan. It's gonna be little 3 dragons. This is so weird to look at. Look at all this blue. There's people playing all the time in the Discord, yeah. So if you join up, you could join like a there's like a ping roll if you want to set up friendly matches, and there's usually people playing, just like in voice chat or something. Pawn. Goodbye, Shosangan. I need 10 fights, 3rd row. Watch me draw it. Hey, we've been here before. I could just draw the Yakuman right now. Okay, this is better. I was thinking about this. This is better. So we'll do it. Oof. Okay. But yeah, reason being, I could wait on the Hatsu, and like Hatsu would give me that magic number of 4 Han. 1 Han, 2 Han from the Honitsu, the half flesh, and then 1 Han for the green dragon. Ron. 12,000. Haku Hatsu Honitsu. Beautiful. You sure are just suffering mostly in Jade nowadays in the voice chat. Yeah. Everyone's been getting so good, man. All the veterans of the of the Discord and like the channel are all like in Jade now. It's crazy. Well, not all of them, but you know, a good chunk of them. I remember when Andrade was just another master player, you know, before he became Saint 3. Yeah, those were the days. Takes you back, huh? So, okay. Keeping the East. I stopped playing ranked. Yep, I don't blame you. I definitely don't blame you. Anyway, Mr. Maestro, I saw you, by the way. Welcome aboard. Hope the game's, you know, you take a nice break, you know, from Mahjong. That happens to all of us. Mahjong can give us, like, you know, the best experience, the most beautiful experiences in the world, and also the worst of experiences, you know? It's like, it's the whole package. But just look where I'm at. Well, still have fun. Still fun. Gotta try my best here. Qing is okay there. It's getting late. I think I'd rather pawn. Fix that weight, though. Then wait on the white. That's fine for me. I was just, like, wondering if... I was just seeing whether I could, like, finish this myself, because there's still 6s and 9s out. If there were lots of 6s and 9s discarded, then I would have cheated. Okay, let's cut the 8. I'm not going to use that anymore anyway. The 9's safer. Found that I don't have the 365 days log achievement. 80 days to go. Dang. That's a... Ooh. A lot of days. What do I do here? 3 and then 4 is like... Okay, no, 7 so is... 7 so is Suji. So I think that'll be safer than doing the save 3 and then the double Musuji 4. We'll chi this and cut the 7s. Three and 4 are actually both safe, so joke's on me. Oh well, oh well. It's not a big deal. Just keeping Tenpai potential. And then, like, fold if it doesn't work out. 9 pin is safer than the north. It's Suji and 3 cut. 9 so is not safer than the north. Yeah. I'm probably not going to cut the 9 so anyway. Would I cut the 9 so here? I don't know. Hey, one more chance? Okay, didn't get it. Three-sided weights are basically when you have 2 consecutive sequences. Kinda. There's a bunch of three-sided weights, but the most common one is if you have like a 5-tile sequence. If you have a 5-tile sequence, then it's 2 Ryamen kind of like stuck together with a middle tile overlapping. So like a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 3, 4 weights on the 2, 5, and the 6, 7 weights on the 5, 8. So together they make 2, 5, 8. Yeah, you just have to, you know, you'll see it, a 5-tile sequence. So if you have a 4-tile sequence, you know, that means you have, you know, maybe 1 or 2 chances for getting a 5-tile sequence, which is really nice. Of course, if it can't be on the edge, if it's like a 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then it won't work. think I'm okay with the pawn here. If I pawn, I'm going to be going into Tanyao. I'm okay with this G. We'll G here, and we'll cut the 9s. And then build around the 6 for our last block. 2 Dora here. Want to be careful a little bit. But yeah, there it is, there it is. I got it. Beautiful, beautiful. Ooh, even better. Even better. I'm okay with pulling the 6 as well. Ooh, maybe not now. Maybe I should cut the 6 actually. Well, you got me. No! Every time! Every time, man! Oh my god! Why is it that tile every time? Bro. It's tough out here. I need a drink after that. Ugh. Keep the 8. 6, 7, 8. Sanshok, maybe. Sorry, it's just like what this hand is like pretty garbage, but I'm just thinking about like what's the upgrade potential here? I still have upgrade potential if I keep this shape, the long Ryokan. This is waiting on a 3 or an 8 for Tenpai, and yeah, it's just like this. I have a Ryamen Kanchan, and now it's good. Now it's fine. Now I just have to wait on the 5 or get an upgrade on the 7 or the 3, and it'll be fine. And cut the 9 anytime I want, wait on 3, 6, or wait on the 8, cut the 5, and go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. Now I can spend the rest of my energy just looking at other people's hands. That one was unfortunate. I mean, oh, there's all the 8s. I guess I don't need the 9 anymore. Ooh, I really don't need the 9 anymore. Got an extra pair here. And I don't need it. There's a con on the board. We're definitely Riichi this. We could even, yeah, we could easily get first. Oh, but that last hand, man. I think I could have played that better, but like, in that situation, I think my best move was still 3-pin. I mean, my other option was like 3-so, which was 1 chance, and I had 2 of them. It would have really sucked if it still dealt in, but yeah, Pinsu was pretty scary. But I also had 3 Dora. I also had 3 Dora, which is not also nice. Oh, also nice considering how you know, if I have more Dora, that means other people have less Dora. Well, I don't know how we got here. Now we're in 3rd. Now we are in danger of getting 4th again. Oh my god! If I get 4th this game, it's just like I'm just like super cursed. 9-so. Keep the 2 for 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku. I don't really need the South. The South is a little bit too cheap. But in this situation, it might not be that bad, actually. Okay, there's the 2, 3, 4. We'll probably go Tanyao. 1, 4's out. That also means this guy doesn't have any Manzu, probably, so we'll be fine. Dude, when will you be streaming the next Guess the Cut? I do guess the cut like every Saturday. Well, today's Friday. So yeah, it's like the halftime. So usually it'll usually ends up being like around like 10:30 Eastern, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, something like that. So yeah, next Saturday we'll have it again. I did hear I do remember a suggestion before of like having an entire stream of Guess the Cut. I don't know. What'd you guys think of that? Is that like, you know, is that like fun enough to like do an entire stream or something? It wouldn't be like too tiring or anything. Because I remember when I like you know, the feedback from my friend, you know, when he was like trying to guess the cut, is that it's just like it's pretty exhausting. It's pretty exhausting to do for like a long period of time. Like so yeah, we need Senpai. If I get the 2, by the way, that's the upgrade for the Sanshoku. So we'll cut the 5 then. But yeah, well, I just thought it would, like, I gotta push. Thought it'd be fine if it's just like a weekly kind of thing. Anyway. The 2. Oh no. That's the danger here. It's fine, it's fine. I just gotta draw it, baby. Con! Oof. This doesn't even get me any more food. It's not enough for any food counters in the chat. Uh-oh. Booty 10 is just a state of mind, guys. It's just a state of mind. It's okay. We can still win. Oh, no. I'm not blaming you for anything. Don't worry about it. I'm just explaining the reasoning and stuff. It's just like a... fuck. Dude, 2-5 is actually like crazy dangerous. Shit, but like... I don't think I could do it. Damn it. Ah, okay. Oh. Wait, that's no tenpai. Oh. I was tricked. No, that's tenpai, sorry. That's tenpai, but no yaku. Yeah, I misspoke, yeah. Damn it. No. What do I do here? 2-pin, I guess. Keep the door for potential, like, that's my potential to get something that isn't, like, shit. Okay, well, I think it's just cheat toy. I think this is cheat toy, man. My wests are gone, so I can't go toy toy. And I have a stray Dora, so I think this is it. I think we're going cheat toy. I'll make it nice and clear for everyone. And cut the 8 as well. 7 pairs, baby. This is not what I want to rely on. I might not get tenpai. Yeah, but like I don't think I can rely on anything else really. And maybe there's a Tanyao. Yeah, there was a Tanyao shift somewhere. But I do want to make use of this West. You know. Oh my god. is so bad. This is so bad. I've relied on Cheat Toy once before, like last stream, and it did not work out. It did not work out, man. Yeah, this is the auto sort, so you could turn that off if you. Oh my god. But yeah, it's really useful to like play with the shapes a little bit. If you don't really understand like the complex shapes, you could like pull them out. Watch me deal in. Watch me deal in, get fourth. Oh my god. I need Tenpai though. Oh my fucking god. Okay, one more. One more. And I also don't want to deal in with an 8-so, so I'm keeping the 8-so, cutting the fuck. Even though the 8-so is a fruity 10 for me. Maybe this is just my downfall. I try to play it too safe. I have no choice now. I need Tenpai. Or else I just lose. So whatever happens, happens. I gotta... It's a 1 chance. Got it. South is safe. 9 mana is safe. 3 pen is safe. Shit, I'm gonna lose. No! I'm gonna lose. I should have believed in the Dora. What was I thinking? It can't end like this. Not like this. I should have just went Tanya, bro. I'm so stupid. I'm so fucking stupid, bro. Hey, RS White Knight. What's up? Alright, I need to pray. Actually, yeah, there was no chance of that happening. Yeah, we all three of us needed Tenpai for the switch there. Damn it. Just like that. Just like that. If I kept the East, that would have been it. I needed to believe in the East. And like this guy, was this guy ever in Tenpai? That was tough. That was a tough man. I needed Tenpai. I needed Tenpai, so I think I should have like pushed a little bit harder on that. This guy was like never in Tenpai. Fuck. I'm so bad. I'm so bad at Mahjong, guys. I'm sorry. Alright, well. Yeah. 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 Do have to play like a little bit careful, but you know, it's tough. If you play too careful, you're not going to get those first places. Like here. I guess we'll end it here. I guess tune in next time to figure out what's going to happen to my Master 3-star. Sorry for anyone just joining us. But yeah. That's gonna be it for me. I'm kind of hungry. I gotta take a break. Appreciate all of y'all just tuning in though, saying hi. And I'm gonna see who's up for a raid. Oh my god, this is so terrible. This is so bad. Oh my god. Alright, who's streaming Mahjong? Mahjong. I don't see. Okay. Okay, there's a person, second blue, he's playing Mahjong. He just started. I think I saw this guy once before. We'll go with him. Alright. Second underscore blue. Say hi to him for me. Alright. And I'm gonna eat some lunch after this. Alright, goodbye everyone. Goodbye. See you next time. Hopefully I'll have my Master 3 rank still. We'll see.